What's happening, lads? Listen, the time has nearly arrived. On Saturday, the 18th of May, I'm doing my final tour date at the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool. There's still some tickets left. It's the biggest show I've ever headlined, but it's not just me going to be there. I'll be doing my hour, but I've got a few of my mates coming to do stand-up, and I've got some surprise musical guests. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. I'm so excited, and the final tickets have just gone on sale, and they're on adamrowe.co.uk. You can also get them on the M&S Bank Arena website and Ticketmaster, but all the links to all of them are on adamrowe.co.uk. Come and be part of the biggest night of my career so far, and I'm going to blow the roof off the gaff. Please come and see us.
And come and see me doing Dan Nightingale and Fiends, some of my favourite rooms around the country and one in Dublin. Some of my favourite comedians with me, messing around with filming it all. Dan Nightingale and Fiends. It's at dannightingale.com.
And if you haven't already, why are you not signed up at patreon.com/haveawordpod, one of the biggest Patreons on the planet? This podcast, this independent podcast based out of Liverpool, is one of the biggest Patreons in the world. Why? Because you get value for money. You get early access to these public episodes. You get an extra episode every single week. And every month, you get a Patreon special. And you get access to the entire back catalogue as soon as you sign up from just £3 a month. Tell them about the specials, Daniel.
Oh my God, we've got so many lock-ins where we get drunk in here. We went to Nashville, that's a 3-parter. We've done all sorts. We've taken over a restaurant. We've had a racing day. There's 40 of these things. There's so many. I'm forgetting the good ones.
Amsterdam, Ghost Hunts. There's so many to list, and there's a new one coming every month. The one we've just released, the art special, is one of the most popular we've ever released. Patreon.com/haveawordpod. Go and sign up now. I guarantee once you're there, you'll never leave in a bit.
Nice one.
Wag wag leads, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game from the heart of Liverpool with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped, the very best products on the market for below the waist grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
Hello.
Here we are. It's
cold
Have
plunge
a
today?
fucking word. Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought, can you?
Yeah.
I'm back on it, mate. Back in the fucking plunge. Which is something I do and maybe you've done.
Oh.
Look forward to that upcoming Patreon special.
Maybe. Have you come as well?
Have what?
Have you come as well?
I'm a priggy...
Missy Elliott over there?
I'm a pretty regular comer, you know?
In the morning?
No, not this morning. But thank you for offering. I'm going to decline. I just feel good. Is that all right? Look at us living the fucking dream, chatting shit in a beautiful studio. I'm good. Dip my balls in cold water. Everything's good.
You can just tell when you've cold plunged. You have a different vibe.
All right, cool.
Happy.
In a good way.
All right, cool. Yeah. I do one before I go to bed as well.
And you've changed your uniform.
You have changed your uniform. You never normally dress like this, though. You look like me.
I've already worn this on pod. I've worn this on pod.
No.
You haven't.
I've fucking worn it.
He hasn't, though, has he?
I have.
You haven't. When? What episode?
I've worn it because someone messaged me. Looking good.
When? Yeah, because you look like that's how I dress, innit?
I know. I remembered who it was.
Have you got jeans and high top blazers on?
Yeah.
So the bottom half still uniform.
I can't.
No, but he doesn't know. It looks different on the bottom half because the top half looks better.
All right, I'm going to admit. When you fucking gently neg me.
Yes.
When
you always
gently
wear the
neg
same
me,
thing.
I always wore the same thing. This morning.
I knew it.
As I was putting clobber on, I was like, I'm not going to do one. But I genuinely have worn this jacket.
No, you haven't. I've never seen that before.
I know you haven't seen it.
Did I give you that?
But I have fucking worn it.
Did I give you that? When I brought those bag of clothes in for everyone to have a look through, was that in the bag that I
This
was
is going to
giving
hurt
away?
your heart. This is River Island.
Killed.
Yeah, and so it's not mine.
It's got the coordinates.
Has he got something on the back?
Dhabi in the inside. Or something.
Yeah. Live, love, jihad.
You love that with jihad, you took laugh out.
It's nothing funny about terrorism.
No, it's not, Carl. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it looks good.
Well, for the audio listeners, apparently I look fucking slightly better than average. There you go.
No, you look good. Yeah.
All right, cheers, boys. Well,
You just need to dress with more purpose, you know what I mean?
What's my purpose, though? Coming in to sit with you lot?
No,
What's the purpose?
No, the purpose is you're supposed to dress like to present yourself in a certain way.
Dress for the job you want, Dan.
Right. What if I've got the job I want?
Dress better.
Oh, right, okay.
To keep it.
Just for a better podcast.
Like the only thing I would say today,
Nice
like
little
what
fucking...
colour are your shoes?
Yeah,
Black.
go on. What have I done?
So you don't like you wouldn't go black shoes and black hat when you've got blue jeans and these earthy colours here.
Right, okay, so what should I have done?
All
Fashionista. All black.
So
Zealand.
black technically goes with everything, but that also means it goes with nothing.
Like a middle-aged road man. Yeah? Okay.
Like the black just doesn't. There's nothing black on your outfit apart from your bookends.
Right, okay, so right, cool. I'm going to work on that for next
You
time.
look like you haven't locked your head or your feet yet.
Right.
Yeah. Like you've got default hat and default shoes on, but you've
Can't
got
wait to see what it
customized
is.
mid zone.
Messy.
Do you know
What
what I mean?
colour's your belt?
I haven't got one. I haven't got one on.
To check whether you had a belt on.
Don't your panties fall down?
Not if you buy tight enough that it's,
Hurting.
not quite, but tight enough that you're like, there's no belt needed here. These aren't slipping down.
Phil Collins.
What?
What? Isn't there a Phil Collins album? No jacket required.
I don't know. Phil Collins is a gobshite. I've said this multiple times. I've got beef with him.
Well,
Yeah. Just a bit more thought and you'd be perfect.
Oh, well, thanks.
Speaking of beef, Dan, what do you think about the Kendrick and Drake beef? That's kicking off, isn't it?
Well, it
you're
will be
into your
always
hip-hop, aren't you?
it will always be associated with Kim Kardashian's Fanny from now on in my mind because of the Tom Brady roast. Yeah. I'll be honest, throwing it out there. You are a big fan of Drake and Kendrick.
Yep.
These are two hip hop artists that I've not totally engaged with.
You're missing out on
love
Kendrick.
them. Don't know. No, you know,
Probably the two
like
biggest as well.
Be Humble, Sit Down. That was just a huge banger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I played that like a fucking numpty. But I haven't got into loads of Kendrick Lamar.
K. Dot, Kenny, King of Compton.
What? Talk me through what's been going on, because it's been a couple of weeks, but this last week has
Oh,
been...
no, it started around a few months ago when J. Cole started it.
By the way, J. Cole. I'm into J. Cole. He's fucking amazing, yeah. Go on.
I'm just not into hip hop at all. Genuinely, when I seen Kendrick Lamar listed on like a festival poster years ago, I thought Kendrick was one of them and Lamar was the second one. I thought
Unbelievable.
look, they were the two headliners for the festival.
I'd rather see
if
Lamar
there's
than
any
Kendrick
justice
Lamar.
in the world, mate. What a tune!
Yeah, I'm 50-50.
Can I say,
I thought this was a 2-on-1 against Drake. Kendrick Lamar versus Drake.
It doesn't sound very hip-hoppy, does he? Look, like, I know he is. He's a genius, apparently.
Do you know what Drake's name is? Aubrey Graham.
Yeah.
Aubrey Graham versus Kendrick Lamar. It's this fucking stupidest name off ever. But it's because J. Cole said, there's the big three. There's me, Drake, and Kendrick in a song. And then Drake came up and went, no, there's just me. And then Kendrick went, oh, nah, it's just me. And then Drake started making this
That puts
song.
J. Cole as a comfortable third, though. If they're both being like, we're the best, and J. Cole's like, I'm one of the top three, it does make him look like a gimp, doesn't
He
it?
is very comfortably not third as well.
Yeah.
And then, now Kendrick's calling Drake a paedophile.
There you go. He'd
It's
do well on the
It's the
podcast.
scousest diss track ever. You're a bad nonce, lad. Pack it in.
And then Drake said, you haven't even got a purple bin.
No, Drake's response was odd.
No, so Kendrick went, you're a paedophile and you've got an illegitimate daughter that you keep in secret. And he went, I fucking haven't got a daughter.
And he went, and I never touched Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, and no one mentioned Millie Bobby Brown.
And I got rid of those magazines.
So I've been reading a lot of the battle rap community's
they're
notes
into it.
on it.
Yeah.
There's a few who are going, they're both whatever, but the majority of them have Drake winning at the minute.
Do they?
Oh, what? The majority of them have Kendrick in a distance
Yeah.
win. Drake used Tupac AI in one of his songs and it was that bad, it got taken down. Genuinely, like he's failing miserably. I don't know why you've seen that.
Drake self-owned a few times as well.
Yeah.
But Drake has addressed everything
No, but
Kendrick has said, and Kendrick hasn't addressed anything Drake said.
Kendrick didn't do a diss reply because Drake's last song was a denial and not an attack. And he's like, I don't need to do it no more, I've won.
No, well,
And then Drake's bodyguard got shot.
everyone I know who
That's
like,
insane. I don't know what, honestly, that is
Yeah.
insane.
I've not seen...
everyone has Drake winning. Like everyone important has Drake winning.
I promise you, DJ Academics, who's the only voice in this who actually matters when Kendrick is winning. It's by a distance as well. Promise.
Wow.
And I love Drake, but he's losing. And he's a paedophile, by the way. And then someone shot his bodyguard. Someone shot at Drake's house.
Oh,
Yeah, and
it's
there was
getting
kids in there.
It's getting a bit nasty
It's
now.
not ideal.
that he was fucking.
Yeah.
And then they changed there's like the pins on the map to like paedophile lives here and all that gear.
Wow. I mean, that's a pretty loose second to the shooting at his house, isn't it?
But it is a bit mad. Like they're angry at each other, and they just write. What was it? What did someone say?
It was Reece James tweeted. I think it's so funny that rappers just like they're constantly shouting and singing about guns and money and bitches and then every time they get in an argument with someone in an industry, they just settle it with precise poetry. It's class.
Do they? Has there been diss tracks like recorded in the last few weeks?
Four each.
Oh my god!
They keep, they're new as well. It's not like...
Have you not seen any of this?
Kendrick dropped one 6 hours after Drake dropped his to be like, fuck you, I'm ready.
Oh, it is
Have you
so
been living under a rock? Have
It
you not
is-
seen it? Have you just been in River Island for 3 weeks looking
I've
for
been
that
in
jacket?
River Island, you know.
Close it with him in.
I've been like, is there any earthy colours? And the woman's like, I can't. It's Drake and fucking Kendrick. It's mad though, isn't it? You're like, right? Oh my god, he said what? I'm listening. I'm not even finishing it. Get me a percussionist. We're going in the studio.
Oh, they're ready to go. Like, with 6 hours, Kendrick dropped his reply and basically just crushed Drake's song. Yeah. Mad.
But you say he crushed it. He didn't reply to anything Drake said. Like nothing.
No, and
Some of Drake's
That's why.
arguments were
That's
shite,
why
though.
Yeah, but-
people who actually.
I
battle
promise
for
you,
it-
you want to know what you've seen. I don't know if you've not seen
What
the
if the
latest.
studio's all booked up? That's a nightmare, isn't
There's
it?
no rebuttals from Kendrick. There's not one rebuttal.
Honestly, you're the only person on planet Earth right now who thinks
No, I'm
Drake's
not.
winning.
Where have you been?
No,
River
no,
Island?
no. I haven't got an opinion on it. I'm telling you the opinions of people who do this for a living.
Yeah.
You're reading Twitter.
That's
I'm
most.
not. I've
That's
watched
most of my opinions.
I've watched all the YouTube video. I promise
From
you.
who though?
The people who matter, the people who are in the business.
DJ Academics.
Who's this cunt?
I don't know.
I can't argue with it because I promise you, you're wrong. I promise you. I love Drake. You are so wrong.
You can't say I'm wrong. I haven't got an opinion on it.
Okay, the people you're reading.
That's why he's shouting.
I
I'm
haven't
just-
got an opinion.
I'm just saying you're wrong.
But he
That's a
hasn't.
wrong-
So how can Kendrick be winning if he hasn't rebutted anything?
Because Drake's last reply was a denial, not an
A
attack.
rebuttal?
No, Kendrick went, "You're a paedophile." And he went, "I'm not." That's not a rebuttal. That's a denial.
It's not much of a diss track either, really.
That's denying. It's not going, "You're this." That's denying. That's how Kendrick went. I'm out. I've won.
Right.
Oh, Kendrick is winning on Billboard by 60% on Billboard.
By 60%.
77% of the voters, Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
Wow.
That's
So that's the community, isn't it?
it's people, a public vote.
Is it a public vote?
It is a public vote.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about, though, is it?
Where's the rebuttal?
The people you're reading may have changed their minds since as well.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I just think it's cool because
You seem like you give
there's
a
loads of new music coming up, which I like.
Right.
That's what matters to me. It's like if there's a country beef, you get loads of new songs. But
Yeah.
it wouldn't be as fun.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like the whole thing is mad, isn't it?
I think
I can't be fuming.
I don't
Right.
believe any of it. I think it's all
Right,
contrived.
sorry.
It's
I'd
all-
love like comedy beefs where you could just like do like hours of stand up about.
You're
You
the
don't like-
only person I know who fucking has them publicly. Everyone else just does the old thing of like, no, don't say it. Can't just edit
Yeah,
that
because
out.
everyone's a bitch.
I know. That's
start
it's
one
great
now.
fun.
Everyone
That
just slags everyone off behind each other's back in a green room. What I do is I come on, have a word, and go, listen, you, the people we've already mentioned.
Dan started beef.
Do you know what? Yeah, Lee Mack pissing me right off.
Oh shit!
Why?
Yeah, it's just a dick, man.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
What's he done?
probably. I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. I've got colleagues who think
No,
he's
come on.
a wonderful
We all
guy.
know who you hate. Tell the world. It's got so red.
Who do I hate? Who in comedy? Who do you hate?
Personally, nobody.
There's a couple of characters I met back in the day that were fucking RC, but not enough that they've still around bothering me. And there's some pretty heavy-handed cunts secretly, isn't there, that you get whispers of like, oh yeah, they're cutting you off and whatnot.
It's not even about being cunts though in the rap community, is it? Like if someone thinks someone's shite, they'll just go public and go, I think they're shite. They're doing well and they're shite. Doesn't happen in comedy. What about that? Tell everyone who you think's shite.
Just one. Go on.
Who's shite?
Go on.
Someone famous who's shite.
Oh, do you want to do someone who's famous who's shite? But then the person who fucking loves this is like, no, they're not great. They're fucking brilliant. Like,
That's what happens in rap though. All of Drake's fans at the minute is going, no, he's not shit. Kendrick, shut up, you. And all the Kendrick ones are going, no, Lamar's not shit.
Lamar's heavy. If Lamar gets involved, it's over, by the way. He takes the fucking...
I always get him confused with Simon from Blue. I know that's probably racist, but...
That's where the beef started. Drake got him
But they both
confused
got
as well.
bangers around the same time as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
No Worries, 50-50.
What's Lamar's other stuff? Because I know he's got If There's Any Justice, which is fucking...
50-50. Ran about now, I'm 50-50. That's Lamar.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It is.
I'm pretty-
Positive, yeah.
I thought that was the Backstreet Boys.
I get them mixed up with Simon Webb loads as well. I think that's the only two we had, really, innit?
He's got ones, but I've never heard of any.
When
Have you heard of any of them?
decide, don't let me down.
It's not that
my life.
Didn't he win Pop Stars The Rival?
No, he won the... He was on the BBC version of one of them.
Fame Academy.
Fame Academy.
There you go. Yeah. Shite, that
He was
show.
on The Masked Singer this year as well. He was class.
So it was Duplessis, which is mad, isn't it? The UFC fighters on... Is it South African version?
Yeah.
Insane. Current champions singing on The Masked Singer in South Africa.
That just goes to show you can have two talents.
He was good as well, wasn't he?
He was.
It was surprising.
That just thought you
Yeah,
can...
but like some people just have really good voices. They don't want to be musicians. Sometimes you can have a really good voice, but like, you know what? I want to punch people
Would
in
you
the head
do
for
The
them.
Masked Singer?
No, because I can't sing, can I?
Don't
Yeah,
do
but
they
they've
dub
had
it?
people that can't sing. Michael Owen was on it.
Was he not good though?
He was the best one that's ever been, but that's just from personal opinion.
Was he a good singer?
No. He did Spice Up Your Life, and he sang it like Michael Owen would sing Spice Up Your Life.
He spoke it.
Spice up your life.
I
Yeah.
sometimes think, I wonder if I've got an incredible voice because I've never sang. People don't know.
You've never sang.
Not as in, like, I properly tried in front of an audience.
Go on.
I couldn't possibly because I'm not good. But I just sometimes think that I could be.
Hang on, because you have sung, haven't you?
Yeah, but no one's ever judged it.
But you've been like in the shower singing. You're like, oh, no, if I
Yeah.
did this in front of people, this might
No,
be
but
better.
he's one of those fucking paedophiles who doesn't really like music, innit?
I do like music.
You don't really.
I've just had a conversation about it.
Yeah, but no, you like people arguing with words, but like that's not the same thing. You don't just put music on, do you?
I listen to it on the car. Don't
I like
listen to
arguing
On the
with
car.
dads.
It's on the car.
it. Turn it off. I turn it dead loud so you can hear it through the windows.
No, but you don't like music being on. You don't like it being on in here. Like if we're in the lobby and everyone's just sat
No, I
around,
don't
you
like
like it being
music
on.
with a group, no.
Why?
Because I like to talk to people.
But you don't. Often you're just there on your phone.
That's
just
you. You alright today? You're a fucking scrap. Going in, look at how he's stressed.
No, but like I'll be on my phone, but I want music in the background.
No, I'd rather. I don't like music being in a group. If we're out and having a bevy, yeah, but if we're just sat in there, it does me head in.
It's just atmosphere,
It's
though.
usually shite as well.
It's not. It's normally country stuff.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it's usually shite.
Yeah, it's the music that you like and no one else is asked about. Apart from Finn a little bit.
It depends. Finn's becoming. He's getting into country. I can feel
Fuck
it.
off.
He's got less cheesy with his country tastes,
Oh, it's
I will admit
it's,
that.
It's
I
improving,
don't-
is
no,
it?
Chris Stapleton, that I can abide. But when it comes to Luke Combs singing about shagging trucks and that, I just can't listen to it.
Doesn't do that though.
There's definitely one where he's on tangent about fucking trucks. I guarantee it.
He's country Ed Sheeran, isn't he? He's the
Luke Combs.
the populist vanilla shit.
Yeah, but I think his new one's gonna be because his new album's all about being a dad. He's got like loads of like tear jerk and father. You're gonna love it. You know, because you're always on about the kids.
I can assure you I'm not.
No, you are.
Is he got a song about coal plunging and River Island?
No, it's about his children, his relation. Like he's got one coming up called "The Man He Sees in Me," and about trying to become the man that your children see you as.
Oh,
because you're seen as like a superhero to
Yeah,
your
but
kids.
will
aren't
it
you?
still sound shit?
What?
What?
No, it doesn't
Oh,
sound
no.
shit though, does it?
Yeah, no,
you
it
just
sounds
don't like the lyrics.
Really?
The lyricism is going up. He's got one.
Go on.
Don't fuck that truck, I already fucked it. That's my truck.
He's got one
Go
coming
and
out
fuck
called
your
Hunting
own
by
truck.
Yourself.
You can't
You're gonna
fuck
love
your
that.
dad's truck.
Hunting by yourself.
It's like dancing on your own.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's about like he goes hunting with his kids,
And he
his
shoots
kids
them.
are ruining it. Sorry, his kids are ruining it by like making noises so that the animals are running away and stuff. But he's enjoying it anyway because he'd rather be there with his kids than hunting by himself. And one day he knows he's going to be hunting by
Just
himself
like
again.
my life.
Yeah.
That's really going to connect
You
with
can relate to
Because
that.
when me and Etta get our shotguns out, I think, you know what? You're going to fucking ruin this with all your fucking childish noise. I could shoot loads of vols if you weren't here, making memories for the rest of your life. And then I shoot her, you know. But I think
But you're being sarcastic and you are relating to the song because that's what he's doing. The thing that's the undertone of that, which is you being like the memories are more important. That's the point of the song.
it's connecting with me already,
Yeah.
and you're
And
just,
you didn't even know?
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I can't wait. I'm going to download it.
Pre-save it.
Oh, I'm going to get
He needs the
What's
money.
this other new one
CD.
called? Because the other one's class as well. Let me just find it.
Your
Got the
mum's,
man who sees in
your
me.
mum's put weight on, but I still find it attractive.
Scarecrow pussy.
It is.
Grandma's a
Man who sees in
bitch,
me.
but we don't say that at Christmas. Oh, yeah, it's all the classics. Can't believe how much nursery fees are. Looking forward to that. Please do not play a fucking Luke Combs song.
We'll get struck.
Oh, I'll strike myself.
We can't get struck.
No,
Lad, it's amazing.
we won't get struck because they're not out yet.
Oh, don't play.
We get
please,
struck when it's out then,
for
won't
the
we?
love of God. Don't play. I get it.
Unreleased Luke
just-
Combs.
Oh, remember him that way? Suppose his granddad. Oh, it's class.
Oh, I had a grand.
He's already got a song about his granddad, hasn't he?
No, that's Grandad's Never Die by...
That's Riley Green.
Oh, was that another one? Oh.
Grand,
I wish Grandad's Never Died is the best song ever written.
yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
He's gone, my Grandad's dead. I wish that didn't happen.
What about your nana? Couldn't give a fuck. Miserable old bitch. She never took me hunting. I wish Granddad never died.
That's it.
I wish 9/11 didn't happen and Granddad never died.
You've heard it live.
I wish everyone was allowed to fuck trucks, but you can't in a car park of a Starbucks.
He's fit him as well.
Oh, bars.
Thanks, mate.
He's fit. Got a big muzzle.
But yeah, Finn is getting into his country stuff.
He is, yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd tolerate it. Chris
Take a
Stapleton's fine.
ride.
He's getting into it.
You love it, don't you?
I love it.
Well,
Fucking
Laura's
amazing.
into it. Laura's into it. Gets played around the house. So, if someone was just to do a country all dayer, we'd all be there on the bevs.
What kind of...
Is she going to come?
She's coming. Yeah, and Antonio and Rummy and partners. It's going to be a little gang from Chester.
Class. There's no comps, though.
Yeah,
it's a charity.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
No comps.
How much is a ticket?
What?
How much is a ticket?
I haven't got round to that bit yet.
Okay.
I've got me musicians booked, though.
You're gonna reveal what it is? Have you done that yet?
Can we tease it? Can we tease it? Can we tease it properly? So
Not the date or anything, but yeah, it's we're doing a country all day festival on the roof of Pins in July. It's gonna be class.
boozing on the roof.
Live music, DJing at the end, country themed games like hockey sock. Hacky sock?
Hockey sock. That's where you have to sniff someone's hockey sock and go, God, that you played on Wednesday.
Beer pong.
Shoot.
Where like you can play me for it's all for Zoe's place as well. For my Zoe's place fund.
Watch out if Finn's going.
What?
Watch out if Finn goes. I'm Will.
Yeah, beer pong where I'm gonna be like, right, I'll play beer pong against you for 50 quid. If I win, you get 50 quid. If you win, you get 50 quid. If I win, your 50 quid goes to Zoe's.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Adam's going to be fucking steaming. He's beer ponging for charity.
Yeah, it's gonna be class. I cannot wait. And you've all got to be there, and you've all got to country yourselves up. You know,
I'm into
the
it.
acts and that.
You sold me at.
You have to go to the Stetson shop and get a new one.
And you're going to Nashville first.
Yeah, I'm not getting you that.
You said you were going to bring me one home.
It's only because I wanted you that.
I like that.
Yeah, I lied to you, and it worked.
Where can I get like cowboy shirts and like that sort of stuff?
River Island.
Right. Oh, yeah.
There's loads. I get loads of sponsored ads for it. You know, because like I'm fully immersed in the culture.
Cowboybootstore.co.uk is the first one that's
Hang
come
on,
up.
why do you get cock pills then?
What?
Isn't it? It's based on your cookies, isn't it? So Adam gets country stuff because that's.
I eat Fox's classics.
Why do you get cock pills?
I get adverts for, when you don't want to burden your family with your funeral costs. I get that. But you get a free pen.
Do you not get cockpit adverts?
Never, no. But isn't it based on your cookies though?
I get...
Every man over 30 should be getting them. So your algorithm thinks you're a bitch.
Okay, good. I don't want cock pills. 'cause
No,
I'm
your
not a
algorithm
bitch.
thinks your dick is so sound.
I don't need cock pills. I'm not a bitch.
Really, Carl?
It's so defensive. It sounds like you do need cockpills. Do you want some cockpills? I can get you some off me sponsored adverts.
And I can cover those funeral costs that are a real worry as you get to a certain age.
Are you getting them really? That's so sad.
No, not really. I was joking.
Have you ever used a cockpill? You used a Viagra?
Yeah, once back in the day. It just hurt afterwards.
It hurt.
Yeah, my erection wouldn't go down for about 4 hours.
I hate that
And I
any
sleep
time.
on my front, so I was pitching a human tent.
Did you get it
painful.
legally, or was it a little bung?
Which
Did you get
a bung? What, from a
Sam-
gig?
from Sam
From a Rob
Allardyce.
Riley gig? Thanks for doing Rochdale. 150 quid and a few.
Was it an illegal Viagra? before they were mass marketed? Or was it from the chemist?
Well, I was 28 at the time, so it wasn't like an official, here's my prescription. This thing ain't working, doc.
Who
What
got
can
you
you
there?
do? Someone gave it me.
Yeah, so it was an illegal one.
Oh, is that an illegal one?
That's a strong one.
It felt strong.
Yeah.
It was a good size as well. It was like one of them tablets you leave in a fish tank when you
I
go on
used one
holiday.
out of intrigue. I've never had a problem with my dick. I've got mates my age who are like, you've never had a problem with your dick. Like, I've never not been able to. It's always just been sound and ready to go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Even like drunk. And I'm like, when I'm drunk, I can fuck for hours. Because I just will not come. You know what I mean? It just doesn't want to come.
Refuses.
No, it won't though. For a long, it takes
Now this advert's
hours.
in your algorithm, ladies.
But I used one just to see what it's like. And it is good. Like, it's fun.
Are you still using that other one that we won't say the name of because you haven't sponsored us?
Yeah, I've tried it. I've done it a couple of times.
Are you still?
I don't think I've done it since we had a conversation about it.
Ah, right, okay. Sex or the pill?
The what?
You haven't
I can't remember when we last talked about it, but you know, it's not like we're banging 18 times a week, so probably the last time. But that was, yeah,
Fucks a day.
that's not just a Viagra.
yeah, that's a lengthener, isn't
I
it?
don't know what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's just a thing that online said, "Hey, this will be good. You should try it." And I was
I hear
like,
placebo. Maybe it's just Skittles.
"But that's fine."
Or
yeah.
minstrels.
But if I think it's worked, it's fine. No, I don't know. But the thing is, it's not about being a bitch, is it? It's about if you've got erectile dysfunction, that's not something you have to suffer through going, I'm not a bitch, I've just got a floppy dick, fucking punching walls.
Correct.
There's a way of dealing with it, innit?
Yeah.
There used to be a stigma, didn't there?
However, those illegal blue ones that are massive, if you don't have ED, you don't need them. It's too much. Your dick goes, what's happening? And it stays like that for ages.
Comes back.
I tried to have a nap. What's up? What up? It was doing its own diss tracks. Hard work.
You have to have a nap because you had too much of an erection.
No, I'm just going to have a nap anyway.
Oh.
That's why I said-
Have a coffee, a Viagra, and a nap.
that's like,
Good afternoon.
you would wake up ready to go. Yeah, that's when I was single. I had my own flat in Manchester.
Dropping gaddies in your dick.
Can't believe you don't get adverts for that.
No, I really don't. Maybe I should.
No health stuff at all. No, like men's health kind of stuff.
No.
Maybe you're not getting adverts for it because you're already buying it. You're already subscribed and your algorithm knows.
Yeah, they're like, don't give him any more. He's got too many.
Yeah, but that's the annoying thing about the algorithm. It's like once you start looking for stuff and it goes, this guy's into. Because
this on Instagram?
I looked at some weight equipment.
Instagram and Facebook, yeah.
I looked at like some free weights and stuff to have at home, maybe in the garden office. And then I just went, nah, do you know what? I love the garden office. It's useful. People can stay over there. I don't want to turn it into a little gym. But now my algorithm's like, hey, Dan, do them weights. It's like it wants you
Have you thought
search
about
for
building
something.
a second floor on your garden office and putting a gym up there?
Oh, nice.
so good.
Yeah, upstairs.
Yeah, just another house, isn't it? I mean, I think everyone knows that's where it's going anyway. Separate bed, separate washing machine. Fucking.
I always forget with this podcast there's like a generation gap. You know what I mean?
Finn was there.
Like,
I always forget you're it.
yeah, like Finn. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
What adverts are you getting? Like
I've
Pokemon
had
cards and
the
that?
hymns ones and that, and I also have life insurance. But for some reason, it thinks I'm a dad. It goes, if you're a dad born in 1998,
Maybe it's because you and Dan spend so much time together and your phones are in such close proximity and Nan knows all the time. And when you go for your sleepovers with robbers, it's just going, oh,
Don't talk
Finn
about
must be a
Robert.
67-year-old man.
don't talk about Robert like that. Yeah, I get that. I get a lot of at the minute the Chinese app, the Temu,
Oh my God, on Twitter.
all the time.
With the one with the music just plays straight
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so annoying.
That's getting on my nerves. You used that, didn't you? Didn't you use Temu?
Temu's a good place to get country shirts.
No, I did the
the
one
advert.
where we got the Jarg footy shirts that
DHgate.
are unbelievable. I used DHgate for a while, but it's a really full-on app that doesn't. It's one of those ones where you can't turn off I don't know. It's just very in your face. While if you order from it, you're just constantly getting spammed on your own phone. It's a weird. I just think the Chinese apps are like, we don't give a fuck about GDPR. We're
yeah.
playing our own rules.
Temu have been harvesting everyone's data. They've been doing
Well, have
that.
you seen China hacked the Ministry of Defence, and apparently they got access to the bank details of everyone in the armed forces in the UK, all the military and all the police and the firemen.
Yeah.
Right. The armed
firemen.
forces. The armed forces.
Well, it said the military, the armed forces, and the emergency services.
Mad.
But I
Holy
just
shit.
contracted it.
Why did he want
And
that?
St. John's.
St. John's.
St. John's. Wow,
Yeah.
what are they going to do with that?
Going to send everyone a hamper at Christmas.
Oh, really nice.
Lovely, actually.
This is the thing. Everyone thinks China's getting everyone's data for like nasty means. It's not that. They're just trying to get immersed in Western culture. Christmas
Some
is it.
some
Here you go.
random
Here's
fireman.
Some ham.
Some random fireman gets an extra £100 from the Chinese.
Yeah. Imagine if China are just dead sound after all. Just getting all our data, just like happy birthday and that.
They seem it, don't
You
they?
love China, don't you?
I love big.
I honestly
fan
couldn't
of
give a
that
fuck
Chinese.
about China at all.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, they don't affect my life. Personally.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
Personally, they don't.
They
I
do.
don't go home and China's in my kitchen.
No.
Got no
all,
plates.
all your appliances, though.
That was good. All my appliances. Is Smeg from China?
I don't know.
Comes out your cock.
What is Smeg? I know it's a brand of fridges, but on top of that,
It's dry cum on your cock, innit?
I thought it was like the little not that I get this, but like the mold
nodules.
under your bell end. That's
That's what-
Smeg, isn't it?
That is.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's
it's like-
nothing to do with the Chinese. Hopefully.
No, they put Smeg on your cock. It's like the Tooth Fairy
Yeah.
or the Sandman.
Italy.
Italy, there you go. Sucker.
Can I genuinely ask, what are they doing? Why are they getting bank details? What?
They want all your data, don't they?
I know, but this is when people go, they're getting your data. You're like, but to do what? To be like, look, there's a fireman in Peterborough. That's his sort code. And what is that doing for the global?
I don't think
the
that's
future
their
global
accent, by the
war?
way. Do you want to do that again? No, don't. It was a joke.
All right, lad.
I think they're just trying to gather everyone. So when they attack, they know that there's firemen in Peterborough. Don't start fires there. I mean,
When they attack, when the Chinese arsonists come over,
they could attack now and we're all fucked, mate. They know everything about you.
That's
They
their
know.
rugby team, innit?
what? Because I bought a Borussia Dortmund top from 1996. They're like,
Yeah, so they
this
know where your
dickhead.
weaknesses are.
Yeah, he loves retro football kits.
They just want as much info as they can possibly get about
They know
all
where
of
you
us.
live.
Oh, look at this. Fiorentina
You know where
7
Dan
up.
lives? He's not in the army.
Nobody bought a football top off
Oh,
them.
yeah, I'm in. I'm fucked.
I don't mind them. I genuinely don't mind the Chinese. I don't know any bad
No,
ones.
of course. It's not the people. I'm not, just in terms of like world regimes. Russia, China.
North Korea, do you rate them?
It's not a question of hate, is it?
North Korea just seem like they're like that. It's obviously like he's a bellend and he's a dictator and that, but he just wants to dictate his own people, doesn't he? He doesn't seem like he's got any ideals on world invasion. He's just
Apart
like
from the nuclear weapons, though.
what?
So that's not just for his people.
Well, I think that's to threaten the people in North Korea, isn't it? It's just like, listen, I'm in charge, lad. Do your washing up, or I'll fucking blow your house up.
I don't think the nuclear weapons are like. I tell you what, we'll nuke ourselves.
That wasn't
Do
an
what I
accent,
say.
dude.
What do you want? The right to vote? I'll fucking nuke you, me, and everyone. I'll fucking do it.
Well, they say their thing is defense because they're like, we're the little guy, and America's gonna fuck us. They say theirs is defense. But
Yeah, and I
obviously not.
believed him.
Yeah, it's basically
I'd be
going
scared
down.
if I was North Korea. I'd be scared of
Oh
America.
yeah, Western foreign policy stinks with like the states. It's very controlling, isn't it?
Yeah,
But now there's other superpowers who are trying to be controlling as well, and that's China.
Batman's getting involved.
Is Trump going to win again?
Yeah.
did you see the thing with Stormy Daniels and she was talking about sucking him off and all that in court?
Spanking him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's untouchable. His
No, but
fans don't care about any of it.
No, but
His fans-
he's riding in his seat. He doesn't like it because he's all about ego, isn't he?
But he's going to run for president from prison.
He's gonna win as well.
Do you know if you're in prison, you can run for president, but you can't vote for president? Isn't that mad?
When's the impeachment? When's it happening?
He's being impeached.
No, I know. How is he? Where's he going to?
He's on trial now.
He's
right
in court
now.
now
right,
for
okay.
like, lying about his finances for all shit and paying people off and all that.
He's
shit.
on trial in court right now whilst running for president.
And he's dropped 0.1% to Biden in the polls. That's it.
And he's going to be the Republican candidate.
Yeah.
And he'll win again.
He's going to win.
Because Joe Biden is going to be dead by then.
Yeah, but the economy's not in a bad state, is it? That's the thing. They've always said that if you go into an election with the incumbent president and the economy's not trashed, usually it goes quite well. Having said that, though,
They all hate him.
Trump got.
Have you seen him reading pause on the teleprompter?
Oh, it's great. Like
So
Ron
funny.
Burgundy.
Have you seen that?
I know, but it's been 4 years of this. I watched him. It's the slowest fall off a bicycle
That's
I've
the
ever
point.
seen. It's
That's why
painful.
everyone hates him. Because they're like, he's a zombie.
Yeah, but I think
Four
Trump's
more
just
years,
as hated.
Pause.
That's
what he
literally
does.
what he does.
He reads the teleprompter and it says pause and he reads it. He's the leader of the free world. 4 more years. Pause.
He's not fun. He's not fun shit either. Trump is fun shit, wasn't he? And
No,
it was,
I mean,
it was
it's
also dangerous.
Pretty annoying, but I know it's good watching, but in an awful type of way.
Yeah, I just think Joe Biden's dangerous as well because he doesn't know what he's doing. End up pressing the buttons instead of fucking putting toaster on.
These two being the last two presidents, and one of them is going to be the next one, has just made me think that they don't matter. The president doesn't matter.
Because
It
of the way
can't
the-
be that important.
because of the
They
way the government's
can't be running it. They can't be.
But they're
Neither of
only
them.
1/3 of the government, aren't they? Really? Like they're not. Like it
House
seems
and
like the
Senate.
president is running the whole shit, but then
He's a figurehead.
Joe
It's like
Biden.
any TV show. That's what it's like, innit? Like Ant and Dec, Saturday Night Takeaway. They're the face of it, but they're not really planning all of it. They're not booking the guests and that.
That's not. This is a executive producer.
Yeah.
So who's that cunt?
But we don't hear about them, do we?
Here we are. The Illumi fucking Nazi.
Who's
Planning
his
Saturday Night Takeaway.
who's his current assistant manager?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Yeah, she's the vice president. She's just there
She's
in
like-
case he falls over off his bike, and then she goes, "Oh, look, I'm here. Don't look at him."
Assistant
Me,
manager.
hey.
I love it.
I couldn't
First
think of
team
the word
coach.
vice president. That's it.
She's the first black assistant manager in American history. It's great.
And who's before that? Mike Pence. Is he Trump's?
Yeah.
The next one's going to be Sol Campbell.
And they fell out horrifically. I'd love it.
Oh,
Bring
he
it
did
on.
run, didn't he? Sol Campbell. He
Ran for
ran.
American president.
Yeah. No, he ran for, what was it, London Mayor? A few years ago.
Did he?
Do you not remember this?
I'm pretty
Sol
pull up.
Campbell ran as a Tory for something.
Oh, Sol Campbell's a Tory.
Nah, nah, nah.
It's not even the worst thing he's done. He went from fucking Tottenham to Arsenal, mate.
That is worse.
Than being a Tory.
To them.
On a free transfer as well.
Yeah.
What a fuck you that was.
Ran his contract down. What did he run for?
It was to like a council in Kensington.
Sol Campbell is your fucking councillor.
He didn't get in.
What, in one of the
He's an absolute
richest,
spaceman, Sol Campbell, by the way.
one of the richest
that
councils
stupid
in
That
the
video
land.
is one of my favourite social.
The FA Cup one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Win the game. Arsenal.
You've seen
the
that, haven't you?
Arsenal.
Versus the Chelsea.
It's so good.
It's weird.
Yeah, I'll edit this in.
Honestly,
it's worth it.
So this was recorded years ago. It feels like he's talking to me live and he can see me through the screen.
He was so good, by the way. Sol Campbell, if you don't know him, absolutely unbelievable centre back in his day.
I've got a Sol Campbell
Where
doll
is
in
it?
the studio.
Late 90s,
It's on
noughties.
TikTok.
Still here?
Beast.
Is it on YouTube?
I'm looking now.
It was on
It's
Twitter,
in
wasn't it?
Studio 2.
Was it?
Yeah.
You got it.
Slide it in, Finn.
I'm sliding.
The FA Cup final, Wembley. I will be there. What a magical stadium. Such great memories. What a wonderful cup. Arsenal, the Arsenal versus the Chelsea.
The Chelsea.
What a game it's going to be. What a game. I wish I was out there playing myself. God, those are the days. Well, it's all down to you now, guys. What a game. Make it a spectacular game.
And he didn't win the election.
Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the occasion. Win the game. But, win the game. Keep on going to the last second. That's what it's all about. Chelsea are our favourites. But Arsenal, remember, the FA Cup, anything can happen.
The smile at the end is
I
terrifying.
can see it. I can't see the phone.
Is he... s-
Thoughts?
You, listen, as a potsman,
Yeah.
are you thinking...
that's
No, he's not
That's
potted. He's
not
bevied.
pot.
He's definitely
Yeah,
drunk.
yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah.
But he is
Hey,
also
Arsenal. And
The Arsenal.
the Chelsea.
Babe, I'm
Win
doing
the
a video.
game.
Don't come in. Podcasting.
his wife's gone, by the way.
I'm leaving Sol. All right.
Break time. Let's all go and digest Sol Campbell.
Oof.
Not as calm. Lids, do us a favour, yeah? You love us, don't you? You love this podcast. That's why you're listening to it. And especially if you're watching on YouTube, helps us immeasurably. If you go and leave a comment, like, subscribe, and turn the bell on, it sends us through the roof with the algorithm. It costs you absolutely nothing apart from half a second of your life and helps us no end. And you can follow us on socials, can't you, Dan?
Dude, yeah. Have a word pod. I nearly said my handle then. Have a word pod. Just give us a follow and comment, and don't just like something. Retweet it, share it, put it on your stories.
Just be sound.
Yeah,
Costs
be a-
nothing to be nice.
Be a good egg. Before we start this section, just a reminder, we have one of the best Patreons in the world. Sign up at patreon.com/haveawordpod for an exclusive episode every Wednesday. Just us lot talking shit. Loads of other stuff. Early release of the public episodes. And then we've got all the Patreon specials. I think we're up to about 40 now. Some outstanding content. For as little as £3 a month, you can join the Lid Army.
You could use that money to support children in Africa, or you could give it to us. And what makes you laugh more?
Okay, and that has never been put in one of the pre-recorded Patreon adverts for a reason.
You also get access to Have a Word Film Club, watch-alongs with me and Finn, other things that we do, merch, discounts. It's basically you get an unbelievable deal for £3 at least. Just go and have a look at
It's
least.
very cheap for what you get.
Yeah,
I
ridiculous.
needed
Price.
it.
Give you good price on 40 specials.
And you get the entire back catalogue. Not just everything going forward, you get everything. Everything we've ever made, you will see if you pay
Oh,
£3.
it's unbelievable. There's like 1,000 posts on there. It's just unreal. If you're into this bullshit, level it
Special
up.
price for you.
Good price.
Adam will say you a rug as well.
What do we fancy doing a tier list, fellas?
Do it.
Yeah.
We're doing a tier list.
We are doing a tier list.
Oh, can you make my voice deep?
What is
'Cause
it?
That was the...
We did talk about this yesterday.
Yeah, but I was tired yesterday.
I know
I
you
don't
were.
remember any of the
know.
episode, by the way.
It's all
Any
right.
of it.
Carl's going to sing the jingle.
Tier list.
I went to bed at 7 p.m. last night and woke up at 9 a.m. this morning. And I only woke up because Perry was jumping all over my head.
Right. It's just, he's doing the...
I'm trying to podcast here. I'm giving interest and insight into my life to our many listeners.
This is the tier list.
Go on, how are you feeling? All right?
I just had a big sleep.
Oh, nice. Big wank, big sleep.
Big wank, big sleep. I woke up this morning because a dog was jumping all over my head.
Right.
Petty.
Did you kick her out?
A dog. An actual dog. All right.
That's disgusting.
Hang
that.
on. Carl, do it. Let's get it clean. And now it's time for...
Tier lists.
Right, nice.
The S was very dry. Right, this week we've gone for alcoholic beverages.
We all drink them. Not me very much, but I do have an opinion on them all.
So
Oh, you're a bit of a bevsman. You just choose it. You're like Tony Cruz. You pick a
He's
pass.
not a bevsman at all.
Really.
No, when he does.
He
likes
Shit house
it.
bevy, man.
wants
No,
to
he's
scrap
not,
him.
he's not a functioning alcoholic like some of us, and I'm including myself in that.
I used to drink a lot more than I do now.
I'm trying to have a break from drinking, and I got 4 days in, and then had a beer in the garden this afternoon. And I was like, right, from now on till Adam's Arena show, not having
Beer
a
in the
drink.
garden this afternoon. You arrived here 10 o'clock this morning.
Sunday afternoon.
I don't think.
I need a sneak.
I
I
don't
had a
drink.
beer this afternoon. You've been here all day, Dan. Yeah, this afternoon, 9 a.m.
Only just the afternoon now.
Finn's drinking more. You're on the booze at the moment.
not a lot. Actually, this weekend was a lot, but not a lot.
I don't like drinking unless I want to get bladdered, but I don't do that very often.
I drank less in New York than I would have drank here.
It's too much to do.
And also, I was with,
He's with me.
I was with fucking Bevy McNo-Drinks over here.
That's my name. That's my Irish name in New York.
We had a few on Saturday at the country music karaoke night.
I'm going to have a few at your country day. I'm telling you that.
We've got to try and get Willie's frozen coffee for that day.
What, make our own?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Willie's frozen coffee, mate. You'd fucking love it, you know.
It is nasty, like.
It's a delicious little
Is it in the
alcoholic
tier list?
It's not. Right, the first one in the tier list, just to remind everyone, the tiers are God tier, dead good, sound, meh, and shite.
Hey, I've seen more of the tier list now with the S at the top and
Yeah.
But I prefer ours.
Yeah.
Well better.
Right, so the first one is a classic mojito.
Classic mojito.
Yeah.
Okay.
White rum, dark rum.
White rum.
I love
mint,
the white. I like the white one.
lime, sugar, and soda water. And that's it.
Yeah.
Muddled and stirred. not shaken, of course.
Are you going to do the ingredients for all the?
Yeah,
All right, cool. Yeah,
we should
cool.
do. Yeah,
Oh no, it's nice. I like it.
we absolutely should do.
You've. Is it a cocktail? Are we counting as a cocktail?
Yeah,
It's one of the most
Is it-
classic cocktails.
It's one of my favourites. I think it's a fucking belter.
I think, here's my opinion on it. I think it goes in sound
I'm
because
gonna.
I think it could go in dead good. But my only problem with a mojito is they're over with so quickly.
So much ice. And
So much
mint.
ice in a mojito, they're just gone.
Yeah, I have iceless mojitos. It really helps. Lukewarm,
fucking-
and you have diabetes within an hour.
It's made me so sad.
I'd put it at the very top of sound. It's nearly dead good. I love a mojito in the summer.
I need it in dead good. You can't have a mojito in
opinion?
sound. It's too fun.
I think it can move. I think it should go in dead good. But it depends what's coming up. I would never order one. I think it's a bit basic. It's a bit bland for me.
I order them with spiced rum.
Yeah, I'd
and
have a
I don't
spiced
need
rum.
as much sugar. So like half the sugar and spiced rum instead of white rum makes it a better drink.
Now, can I go back
Also,
to...
raspberry makes it a better
I truly believe that there are certain types of booze make you a certain type of drunk.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Like,
yeah.
Not everyone, but I like my mojito drunk. I like a rummy drunk. I want it in dead good.
Tequila drunks.
I think it's
I think it's dead good because it's
no
well
one's going to be
loved.
like, oh, let's get around a mojito. So it's like, oh yeah, it's sound. I feel like it's a bit more fun than
It could
that.
move though, depending on what's coming
All
up.
right, let's see.
I understand your argument, but I think I'm absolutely right on that. I think it's the very top of sound. But there's someone who keeps commenting on these going, Adam just gets his way on these all the time. So you know what, Dan? Fuck you. Goes in sound.
No, it's going
Put
in
it
dead.
in meh.
It's going.
No, it
it's
goes
going in dead good.
It can go in dead good for now.
Because someone's positive energy about something overrides. Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, the next one is an old-fashioned.
God tier, classic.
Right,
Feel
next one.
cool.
Next one.
It is probably the coolest drink on there.
It's such a cool bevy.
Am I going to get spanked on this one? I don't know if I've had an old fashioned. You know, what's an old?
I think you have.
It's the oldest drink, innit?
What?
Well, obviously not, but like it's the oldest cocktail.
Mead.
Yeah.
What is a?
Well, technically, actually, an old fashioned is any drink made the way you make an old fashioned.
I like a tequila old fashioned, which I used to make in Miyagi.
Is it a bit sour?
No,
Bit sour.
not even a little tiny bit.
So like, it's
Go on.
just
It's alcohol, ice, bitters, and
That's what I meant.
an orange flagrant garnish.
it's not for the faint-hearted.
So it's a large measure of your spirit, and typically it's made with a American whiskey like a bourbon or a rye, and I would prefer a sweet bourbon personally.
Needs to be very well stirred as well.
And you stir it until it's just before perfecting the mixing. What's it called? The
silver shaker.
no.
it's
It's
a
a
glass
very
jug.
sturdy mixing glass.
It's a glass. Oh my god, I can't think of the
Forget the name of it.
awful.
If you were a bevsman, you'd know.
You stir it until it's just before perfect in that because you want it to be perfect in the glass, not in that. And then you pour it over a very large block of ice in your serving glass. And once you've poured it in, you garnish it in fresh. You what do you call
Zest.
it? You zest an orange over it, and it gets like just a hint of orange flavour. A Maker's Mark Old Fashioned is my favourite, and that's not going to be a very popular thing for people who are proper cocktail people because they're like, it should be a stronger whiskey. Like people want it to be like over 90 proof and stuff. But I think it's the coolest one.
It has to be made right as well. Like a mojito, you can make okay and it'll be fine. If this is made wrong, it's just shit. It has to be properly prepared.
It's a perfect drink if you like alcohol, and I do. But it's a very strong tasting drink. It's a punch of a flavour.
I'm telling you this right now. By the end of this tier list, I am going to want to get hammered this afternoon.
It's the coolest drink in there. as well.
Making me what? Look at Will. He's dying for a
Good
bevs. Well, I don't know it, so I'm going to have to. What do you think, Finn?
I've only tried one of Adam's once.
Didn't like
I can't remember. I don't like it. I don't
The
like
thing is,
strong
though, there's
flavoured
going to be
booze.
things on here that we don't like, but you have to accept are a good bevy.
It looks. If I liked it, you look cool as fuck having it.
Ordering an
what I'd
old
say.
fashioned makes you look like you're
Yeah, you're in a speakeasy.
not a
in the
numpties.
30s.
I think it's God tier for that reason.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
And people who love it, love it.
It's not even my favourite, like, one of those, like, sort of the little subsection drinks, because I put that in the same sort of, like, category
As
as
a
a Negroni, and a Boulevardier and a Manhattan.
Just short.
And my favourite one of those is a Boulevardier. I like a Boulevardier served old-fashioned. A Boulevardier served over a large block of ice is my favourite drink.
That is
If it's, but it has to be in a very good bar with someone who knows what they're doing.
I don't know what a lot of them words meant.
right.
The next
It's
one.
like a Smirnoff Ice Fin, but in a smaller glass.
That sounds nice. Next one. I've put Madry, but we're just going for lager. as a
No,
whole.
you can't. You've got to do lager by brands. This has got to be Madry.
Then it needs to be a separate tier list because we can't. This is the point I made when we were planning this. To just say lager there's such a wide range, and then we're going up against not brands of other alcohol, just the types
Okay,
of drink.
let's do a mini top 5 of lagers.
I tell you what, we'll do. Just make next week's
Oh, you're doing
or later today with Chris in. We could do it again if you want to set it up
right.
of actual lagers.
Okay.
Because you can't put Carlsberg in the same place as Miller High Life because they just don't belong in the same bit. Like Madry, if we're going off beer, I think it just goes in sound. Like just normal lagers just sound to dead good. Maybe it's the most common one, but I'd put Madry in sound. I think it's way overrated. I think it's got a proper recency bias to Madry. I think it's
well
it's like a
branded.
newer one that people
Well
like.
branded as well. People
Yeah,
like
but
them.
it is, but it genuinely is sound. And you could argue that lager. You're a mathematician. What do I mean? The median. It's
Yeah.
almost like
It's the average
It's like
bevy.
lager is the one that you. It's the
wine,
foundation,
beer,
isn't it?
Wine and beer, you get one of them. That's
House White and lager. So I think we just put lager in.
I think it has. I think it's sound. It's
Yeah.
dead sound. It's the most reliable. You know, for all of our bullshit about Guinness, where you're like, oh, it's this, it's that, and I quite enjoy it. And the
It is
clip that
coming up,
kicked
so let's
off,
not stand on it
the
too much.
clip that kicked off was so funny because so many people are annoyed by Guinness nonsense getting into the details of it. Like, there's very rarely do you ever compare like a type of lager. It's just so solid.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it is what it is, and it's fine. It's good. It's great, but it's not. No one's
Like
like
if you just
putting it in
meet a
God's
man
ear.
for the first time and you go, do you want a drink, lad? And you're going to the bar, you can get him a lager and just know he's not going to be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's a fair assumption. You can't assume people's genders in 2024, but you can assume that they wouldn't mind a Madry.
So it's going in sound, yeah?
Yes, the soundest bevy, innit?
Apart from if it's Foster's and it's going in shite because that is the worst lager. But
Still
anyway,
not
we'll
as
get
bad
to
as
that.
people make out.
Okay, the next
it's
one is a
awful.
Bacardi Breezer.
Mate, I had a Bacardi Breezer one night when I had a pill, and I don't know why I did it. In my head, I was high, and I thought, oh, this will be refreshing. It was like I'd put salt on a slug. My face imploded. Like it was almost like, do you know the Sif lemon things
sugar it
you
in.
get on pancake
Me
day?
ma used to drink Bacardi Breezes before she got too much on the fucking alcoholism. Like this was
It was a gateway drug.
It's good.
This was a
empty.
night out bevy.
Right.
When I was a kid and I knew, like, if we were ever in the pub, like as a family, she'd go, get me a Bacardi Breezer. And I'd be like, I can't, Mum, I'm 7.
This is about to get hammered, I think. But sometimes I remember like being out like on a sunny day. And
It's an away
someone's-
day, innit?
Like someone's got like a watermelon breeze was quite refreshing.
No, it's a
I
good.
didn't
No one's
mind
going,
it.
everyone's going, that's quite sick, actually.
Like, it's not something you'd order very often, but it's a nice little, ooh.
Just white rum and some fizzy fruity
No
stuff.
one's a snob over it. Everyone's like, that's quite sick, actually. I know it's coming up as well, but Smirnoff Ice is in the same ilk. It's just like, yeah.
This is a Smirnoff Ice. It's it's just vodka and bitter lemon instead of Bacardi and fruity shit. I think it's got to go in sound because it isn't dead good. It just
I
isn't
am
dead
surprised.
good. But it's not shite.
It's not, everyone likes it. No one goes, everyone goes, yeah, I'll have that.
Mate,
Everyone could drink it.
hang on though. If I went, lads, come on, it's been a great day podcasting. We've enjoyed it. Sun's out. Round of Bacardi breezes on me.
I'd be like, let's go.
Of course.
Yeah.
If you bring a Smirnoff Ice back as well, I'm like, yeah, sick.
Sunny day. Like today. If we finish today and you go, let's go to Pins and get a load of Bacardi breezes, I'm telling you right now, Carl would come.
I don't think you would let us in public have a round of breezes. What flavour? Up to you, love. We're just here for the fucking
Honestly,
breezes.
I honestly think you have got a warped perception of how I feel it with public peer pressure.
Right,
I'd go out for a night out with you, and to make a point, I will have a full night of drinking nothing but Bacardi breezes.
You will feel sick. It's too much. You can't have a full night.
Okay, it isn't in the list. Where did we put Blue WKD then?
That was
They're all the same.
Yeah.
I know we've just done that beers aren't all the same, but they're not. but these are. Blue Wicked, Smirnoff Ice, and Bacardi Breezes are the same.
Okay, should we?
I think Smirnoff Ice is god tier, by the way. They
You
are
gonna get argued.
unbelievable.
Mate, when I was 18, 19, I would have fought harder for these. But as you grow up, you're
No,
like,
but why grow up? It's just drinks.
wow.
I would put. Do you know what? I'm gonna give you a little olive branch here and change what I've just said. Bacardi Breezer, I would think goes in sound. I think Smirnoff goes in dead good because of its versatility. Because you can make turbo shandies with it.
Fact.
Right, let's do it.
yeah.
So we've skipped ahead. We've got Smirnoff Ice in there as well.
Unbelievable.
So Bacardi Breezes in sound.
And we were putting mojitos in fucking sound, and Smirnoff Ice is getting.
But it's a versatile bevy.
It's
Carryable. Take
it's-
it to the fucking park.
it's just a fucking lemony boozy.
Here's the thing. Here's what you're getting wrong, right? Smirnoff Ice is like Joe Gomez or James Milner. A
That's what I'm getting
mojito
wrong.
is a Ravel Morrison. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not.
It is.
Well, it's gone to shit and had to play for Lazio.
It's just on its day.
Ravel.
It's class, but it's very short lived.
Where the fuck did you pull Ravel Morrison out?
It's right though. Can be class, but it's a short lived career.
Oh, not a
Can I have a
chance,
2
mate.
Ravel Morrisons?
Theo
please?
Walcott. It's got a very it's got a limited time in the sunshine, but it's been around forever.
It's a Brazilian drink. It's 30 and it's done.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah, Kaka, all of them, all the 30 all.
Smirnoff Ice is so versatile.
Listen,
Why it's got longevity.
if it wasn't part of the ingredients for a turbo shandy, which is have a word Bev royalty.
So happy that's got in there. Unbelievable.
Right, the next one.
This tier list, by the way, is going to cause murder.
Absolute murder. It's already started mental.
The next one.
Lager sound fucking old fashioned. God's here. Smirnoff Ice, not far behind. It's versatile. You can carry it.
I think we're right, though. I think
This is not my
You
fact.
always
I
think
no,
you're
but
right,
no,
Andrew.
but I mean collectively as a group, I think we're nailing this. I think people are going to be fuming because they're blinded by society's perception
Yeah.
on these bevies.
Get a breezer and chill out.
Nobody's gutted when someone gives you a Smirnoff Ice. You're like, yeah, do you know what?
What was I expecting? That's the thing. I would be good.
Surprise me.
Right.
All of these bevies should be judged off if I went to bar and you went surprise me.
In Pokes, you got a surprise me.
Smirnoff Ice, I'd be like, so.
I'd be buzzing. It's mad, innit?
I don't think these
It's
have
a
ever met
wacky
But if you
myself.
come back with a Madri, I'd be like, that's a
I
surprise.
think
isn't it?
when we're in Pokes
Madri.
and you go surprise me, the only surprise you want is either 1 pint or 2 of Guinness.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Okay.
Right, next one is vodka mixer.
I hate it.
It's a bird's drink, innit?
Again, you could make an argument that this has to be taken the same way we took lager, but I think it's meh. I think it's so basic.
If I go to the bar and go vodka lemon, you go, vodka lemon, yeah? You know what I mean? It's like,
It's yeah.
it's just like, bleh.
It's not shite, is it? It's not shite because it's fine because you would drink it. You'd just be like, what are you doing?
I get a vodka lemon when I'm bored of the drinks that I'm drinking.
I think it's meh.
I've had too much.
I think it's the most basic thing you drink from like 14 upwards, and it killed me mum.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
I mean, we
Mess.
can't really argue.
Still not
I
shite.
know, it's dead basic. It is what I
It
drink.
killed me, mum.
You
It
do.
is what
You
I
whip them
drink
out.
because I don't like booze.
That's
And it
what I'm
doesn't taste like
That's
booze.
the point.
Yeah.
So it's mad, innit?
I made myself badly sick when I was a teenager off cheap vodka from like corner shop.
Cleanse.
And we were mixing it with Coke, and it's never sat right with me since.
Vodka, mate. That was our go-to.
Cleanse. Oh my god. $7.99 for like a litre of vodka.
There's no personality in a vodka lemon.
No,
All right. Are we
Right, so
going
it's
meh?
going meh.
We're going meh.
it's for bored and
What
sad
do you
people.
think, Finn? Because you haven't really have much of an opinion here. Are you putting it in good?
I'd put it in sound. Because I'm not drinking
it's
it going,
so
this is
meh.
fucking great. I'm going, this is a functional. I just want
Oh,
to
but
eat
that's
this.
Mess.
meh.
That's not sound.
That's meh.
Function.
Yeah, but that's booze for me. I'm
Yeah.
not asked. Just
Right.
as long as it makes me pissed, fine.
Meh.
All right.
Defo.
The next one, I can't even remember what this is. Margarita. That's what it is. It's a margarita.
As long as we're also including Tommy's in it as well,
Yeah,
which we
it's-
should be.
It's an umbrella term.
I think there's a strong argument that this goes right next to old fashioned at the top.
It's very versatile as well. You get a frozen one, you can get a fucking short one, you get a like.
It's such a good, like, it's so flavorful.
Is
It's
tequila
summer
in
the
this?
glass.
Is
It's
tequila
class.
in this at all?
Tequila's in it later on.
Okay, right. That's my favourite spirit, so probably so.
It's God's here, isn't it? What do you think?
I do enjoy them,
The
but
ones in the States were good, the watermelon ones we had in...
yeah, I do like them. I don't know if God tier is strong for a margarita, but then again, if like Yeah, they're a fun night out. Again, I love the tequila drunk.
Yeah, but tequila's coming up.
Yeah, I like them. I feel strongly that they're in God tier. Fair dues.
They're good for me. Like, I do like a margarita.
I think you've been outvoted here, Adam. I think
Well
it's going
made.
dead good.
I think that's a mistake. I think it's a God tier bevy, and if it goes in dead good, it has to be the very top of it.
That's fine. It can go the very top of it. Right, the next one is apple cider.
It's just fucking
It's
goths in it going to Leeds Festival.
it's
know why you're
lager,
funny.
but for Welsh people, innit? It's Welsh lager.
If you came back from the bar with a bottle of Magners, I'd get off.
Look at Will nodding though. It's Welsh lager.
It's for kids.
It's lager for people who want to be like, oh, I'm not English, I'm more Welsh, me, mate.
Get me a Bulmers. I don't know what that was.
We need to start the
Carl's
feature. Carl does accents. It's
Bulmers.
Get me a Bulmers.
Like, you could argue it's meh because it isn't. Like, if I got someone that just met an apple cider, like, that was the reasoning for lager going there. If I just met someone, I went, you're like, mate, I'm just going to the bar, do you want a drink? Get you a drink, get you a pint. If he went, yeah, and I came back with a pint of Magners, he'd have every right to be, what are you doing here? It's meh. It is meh.
Oh, it's a bot. Yeah, you can't.
You ever had Cummin?
What?
You ever had Cummin?
Where?
One of these?
Oh, right.
You ever had one?
No.
Just say Cummin cider.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Right, so meh.
You know, the only ciders I've ever really enjoyed are the fruity ones that are basically
Yeah,
a
they're
cider
nice.
version of a Bacardi Breezer.
like a
a
dark
record
fruit.
lick.
Like a cup. Like
They're
a cup
better than that.
A nice,
cup of burger, even.
nice cold record
Is
lick.
dark fruits in this list?
No.
It's in shite if it was in the list.
It's not in the
full
list.
of Gimsey drinker.
As always, this is not the best ones. This is just a selection of drinks. Next one, Guinness.
God tier. Thank
Come
you.
on.
Good night.
Let's just not have the conversation. Because we
Absolute God
can't
tier.
do a Guinness rant every week.
I've already had my say.
And the culture.
I'm getting outvoted.
And the
It's
culture.
not. It's 2-on-2.
As a drink, as in just like not the people who drink it and the cunts, boring cunts who think it's a personality trait. I think it's sound. I think if you add the people who drink it, there isn't a level below shite that exists.
This is like talking to someone who's never watched footy before about footy. We're not. I'm sorry. You can't have you two being equal votes to us two.
Why
We're
not?
alcoholics. You barely drink, and he only drinks because he's sad. It needs to go right to the top.
If we're saying sound, I think it's in dead good.
It isn't in dead good. It isn't. It's the best drink. It's the best one.
You think it's better than old fashioned?
Personally, yeah. Like I drink more of it, of course. It's not my favourite
It's
drink.
not going in God's here. It's going. It's
Go
going.
on,
If it
dead
doesn't
good.
go in God's ear, I'll just get off. I'll go and have my dinner.
It's going in
Two
dead
of
good.
us and
There you
two
go.
of you.
No,
Oh, it's
Finn,
so good.
put it in God's ear now.
That's not how votes work.
Yep.
It's
versus
2-on-2.
No,
bitch.
but if yous aren't equal,
But we'd have put it in meh.
you're just a you're a, no.
You know what? We put it in shite. It'll go in sound in a minute.
He's got the fucking mouse.
It's the God tier bevy. And I will just keep talking about Guinness for the rest of this tier list unless you put it.
Well, that's
You
not
do
how
that.
democracy works.
You
and
do
This
that.
isn't democracy.
Right, next one is a porn star martini.
Guinness is great.
What do you think of Guinness, though?
I love it. It's creamy. A good Guinness. Like a shot, like 7.5 upwards.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The best drink you can ever have. isn't it?
7.6 to
What
8.
about an 8.2 porn star martini?
I'm not asked. Guinness is class.
It is. Well done.
Yeah.
It's in dead good. It's where it
These-
belongs.
Yeah.
God tier.
Porn Star Martini feels like they should always be associated with Hen-do cocktail masterclasses. Hen-do. But I'd still prefer Guinness. Guinness is better, isn't it?
Guinness is the best drink.
Do you put the prosecco in the glass or just sip and sip?
You're meant to sip and sip.
Yeah, but a lot of
Do you
people.
put all the penis in your mouth, or do you?
I love a pina colada. I love a pina
You love a
colada.
penis.
Pina
nearly
colada.
nearly
We're
came
not
out.
talking about them yet. We're talking about porn star martinis.
I think porn star martini's sound. Personally.
Anyone object to
Yeah,
that?
it is just sound.
Sound. Right, there we go.
Because it's not, it is more experimental and better than just a vodka mixer. And you can't be putting it alongside Guinness, can you? Because it fucking isn't. Guinness is better.
Okay, next one, rum and the mixer.
Shite.
You like that?
I know, but you've pissed me off.
Well, that's only worth one vote, unfortunately.
Just to check, a Bacardi Breezer is a rum and mixer, and now we're doing rum and mixer. But
Yeah.
it's all about branding and bottle, is it?
Bacardi is different to... If you order a rum and coke, you're not expecting it to taste like a Bacardi Breezer, are you?
No, that's true. All right, yeah, I know what you mean.
Rum and Coke's
Okay.
my staple. Like,
Rum and Coke is, I think it goes in sound.
A spice rum and coke is
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
it's my
But,
staple.
but it's not as good as a mojito, which again is a rum and mix, but it's a specific one. It's not as good as a margarita. It's certainly not as good as Guinness, which is better than everything we're talking about. It goes in sound because it's much better. It's much better than a vodka mixer.
I can't argue, yeah.
And it's not as good as Guinness. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
Okay,
it's
sound. Right, next one. Tequila and soda is what we've got, but you can open it up to tequila
Laura's
mixer.
drink.
Just tequila, God tier. It's such a fun drunk.
Tequila and soda
But I've never had tequila and soda.
is class. It's a really good drink. I've started to really like it. I would for the health benefits.
Is that true? Is the thing about hangovers true with tequila
Yeah,
soda?
it's the best one for hangovers.
Doesn't give Laura anxiety. Laura gets hangover anxiety, and this one is not as bad.
Tequila is my favourite drunk. That's how I get drunk.
Mate, I'd put tequila and soda below so many of these drinks just for what I'd want to drink. Like, and I kind of like tequila, but doesn't do much for me. I get that you're like, yeah, there's benefits to it, but the actual flavour and taste, not arsed.
Yeah, but then
about
you're
that.
doing it based on what you like rather than like the drink itself.
I think tequila's God tier, by the way.
Right.
Like tequila and soda, I can't vote on. I've never had it. But a shot of tequila with the boys is sick. We do it all
Shots
the
of
time.
tequila's coming up, isn't it?
No, there's no shots on this one.
So what's that penultimate one?
Southern Comfort,
I know where that's going.
On its own.
lime and lemonade,
Steamboat. I think tequila is God tier, but I can't put tequila and soda in God tier because it isn't.
I would put it. I'd put it at the very top of sound and maybe in dead good. You've ruined the whole tier list by putting Guinness there because it's not as good as Guinness, but it probably
I think
is.
it might
very
be
good.
God
Tequila
tier,
is
you know.
sound.
Why is everyone shouting at me?
Because you're the one moving them.
That's fine.
I'll-
Right, so where are we go?
I'll give you dead good because you had to put Guinness dead good, but I think it's above. I think it's in God tier. Tequila.
You think it's it's
Tequila.
tequila and soda we're talking about.
Oh, I can't vote on it then because I've never had it.
Yeah, no, but we're not just talking about tequila. Like, I like tequila, but a tequila and soda, it gives me a fucking wet one, mate.
Yeah, I'll put tequila and soda in sound then because it's probably poo. But tequila is.
It's not poo.
What do you think of tequila, Carl?
It's just fizzy.
You like
Watered
it?
down tequila, Carl. No.
Right, it's going in sound. Next one. Carl, you can talk about this now. Pina colada.
Hang on. Are we on holiday? If we're on holiday,
In the studio.
if we're on holiday, it's fucking God tier. If we're
No, it isn't.
if we're in Pogues in December, it's a sex offence.
No, you've got to judge it on when you would have it. Yeah. But even on a holiday, it's not God tier,
Oh,
is it?
it's absolutely God tier on
What are you
holiday.
talking about, you
It's
little
the
fruity man?
fucking best. On hols, you fucking.
It's not better than a Guinness.
You've I don't want a Guinness on holiday. It's all about that. You've overpaid for the sunbed.
You're telling
You've
me on
got
holiday a pina
Chinese
colada is
women.
better than margarita?
Oh my god, pina colada.
I do
It is
enjoy one.
holiday. It is a fucking holiday drink. It makes me feel like I'm on
Frozen
holiday.
as fuck.
Any other time of the year, any other place. Like if I was gigging, you imagine like get a round of drinks before the gig. Oh, the club pay for it. Great. Can I have a pina colada? You'd be taken off the bill. It looks insane at a fucking wake or a funeral. Imagine that. Just a round of pina coladas. It's what Jeff wanted.
I would get a pina colada at a funeral. I think it's a flex.
But on holiday, God tier. It's an asterisk
It's not
God,
God
tier.
tier.
Oh, it's
No,
so
it isn't.
superb.
It's fucking not.
So where are you putting
This
it?
is
It
madness.
tastes like the sun lotion that you're rubbing on your body. Again,
How's that
on
a good
holiday.
thing? Just drink the
It's
sun lotion then see
beautiful.
how much you like that. Load of fucking... I'd have one on holiday and be like, quite nice that. And I get me a proper bevy. It's for gimps.
Woo!
I think it should be
tier.
God tier. Yeah.
Oh,
I
this
also
is
think
so
God
annoying.
tier. I love
This
pina
is so
colada.
annoying. Oh, it's so
Going in
annoying.
God tier.
We've ruined the whole thing. It's so wrong. We started so well, and it is so wrong. Tequila and soda's in the wrong one. Guinness is in the wrong one. Pina colada's in the wrong one. It's so bad.
Right.
Just when this goes out on social media as a graphic, I want nothing. I'm not even retweeting it. I'm not getting involved with it. I'm not sharing it. It's a load of shite. We have fucked it.
Oh, so
What's
good.
next?
We've got two left. This next one is a steamboat. So that is Southern Comfort, lime and
Right,
lemonade.
if you're not a 17-year-old underage drinking at a function room for someone's birthday, it's shite.
If you're in the Broadway, God tier. Anywhere else, shite.
It's shite.
I love a steamboat.
Yeah, we haven't grown up yet. That's why.
Shite. It tastes synthetic. It tastes like
Tastes like pop.
AI whiskey.
It
It's
used
terrible.
to be great when you were a child.
When you're offering me one on holiday, because I've got all these pina coladas to drink. God tier, bevy, mate.
I've got no interest in the rest of this game because it's so ruined.
I think it might be God tier, you know.
Steamboat. Mate, for me, it's my favourite on the list. I'm going God
No, it's shite, innit?
Get fucked.
It's shite.
It's gotta go in shite.
tier. Shite.
Sorry, Finn, it's shite.
Ah, boo. Right, last one. Gin and tonic.
Dead good.
It's just for women, isn't it?
It's not just for
No,
women.
it's not just for women, but
That's, first of all, that's sexist
Sexy.
and it's homophobic
So this is the. Do you know we were talking about?
and transphobic.
Do you know we were talking about moods?
and Islamophobic.
But all
They
Islamophobic.
can't have them.
Do we talk about what mood it puts you in?
Yeah.
I've had to stop drinking gin because I tried fighting my mate a couple of times. On
You sure
gin.
you weren't just being a cunt?
Really?
Because I blame brandy for that, and I think it was just me.
Well, I've never done it on any other booze. That was
I've
the
never done
only
it on
time.
anything but brandy. But
His was worse as well.
yeah, mine was bad. I was
sure it was.
18, 19, and I was bad. I tried to punch Josh's head in.
And others.
Did you just go full Tasmanian devil and start?
I was covered in my own sick, and he told me to go home, and I called him some inexcusable
because
thing.
he was bang out of order.
Right, so gin and
Can
tonic.
I just say, if it's rhubarb gin, I've got a real penchant for the rhubarb gin. I really like it.
All of them get lumped in together, and
But
it's
a
all
standard.
dead good. Hendrix with tonic and a slice of cucumber is
Is
class.
Hendrix not technically a gin because of the botanicals it's made with, by the way?
It is a gin. It's called Hendrix gin. It's got gin written on the bottle.
Yeah,
I know, but it's
technically,
like Smirnoff isn't a vodka either. It's a schnapp, so it's got vodka in the bottle. So.
that's I'm
Hendrix
not,
is a
don't
gin.
So we're
believe
going
it.
dead good for gin, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like my second drink on holiday, but again,
Okay.
nothing to it.
Right, here's the final tier list, and I think everyone's in
drink one
agreement.
anyway.
Final tier list
But
as,
it's
as
right.
collated by Carl, Finn, and Dan.
I
Signed
think
off
it's
on.
bang on, to be honest.
It's
So,
fucking not!
God tier.
It's fucking not, bang on! You got pina coladas in God
turn him
tier!
down. I'll turn him
Who
down.
are we, Shrek?
Let's turn him down. He's getting angry.
God tier, old fashioned, pina colada, dead good, mojito, Smirnoff Ice, margarita, Guinness, and gin and tonic. Sound, we've got Madri, Bacardi Breezer, Porn Star Martini,
I know,
rum
I
and
know how
Coke,
you all feel now,
tequila
because not getting your
soda,
own way is awful.
meh. We've got vodka mixer and cider, and then shite. We've got a steamboat. Let us know what you think about it. I think that's bang on.
Of course you do, because you're a fucking idiot, aren't you?
Finn, it's absolutely, objectively all over the fucking shop.
And
But, oh my God.
Correct,
I think this is the first time the three of us have got our way. The company's 4 years old.
Come on.
Where are you going for a pina colada? The weather's nice. Oh, Adam's gone. Well, let's have a break. That was fun, wasn't it? Hello, everyone. Now it's time to talk about my absolute favourite sponsor. It's manscaped.com.
Our longest standing partner, they've supported us from day dot, and the reason they keep coming is because the people who listen to this podcast know they're the best in men's below and above the belt grooming now. Not only can you do your balls, your penis, all the pubes down there, all over your body, your face, and it's time to get the summer body you need. Having a summer bod now, not about having a six-pack, it's about having trimmed pubes. You're going to get sucked off a lot more if you trim your pubes. Isn't that right, Dan?
Oh, yeah. The Performance Package 5.0 is the one with the Lawnmower 5.0, the niftiest bit of kit for shaving all them pubes. You're going on the beach, you don't want to have them little spiders hanging out the side. Sort your pubes out for the beach, boy.
20% off and free shipping worldwide with the promo code WORD20. And it's not just this stuff. They've got undies you can buy. They've got the ball deodorants. They've got the crop preserver. They do all the products you need to get yourself ready for the summer. You're going to have sweaty balls. Doesn't matter when it smells like fucking joy down there, mate. Oh, yeah. Manscaped.com. The best in men's grooming on the planet for a reason. Because it's good stuff. It is, yeah. Chris Kent is here, ladies and gentlemen. Long overdue appearance on the sofa. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me.
I've got a question for you.
Go on.
It's actually for everyone. Basically, there's something I want to talk about, so I'm going to direct it at you because you just got here.
Okay.
I had 14 hours sleep last night, and I don't remember...
14?
14. Fuck. I jet lagged. I've been in New York the weekend. But I'm exhausted right now. Why? What's going on?
Too much sleep.
Yeah. Can you oversleep? It takes a while to get over the jet lag, like, doesn't it?
Jet lag, yeah.
Does it?
The worst part
You don't
was...
just sleep it off. It's fucked your clock up and you're all
Yeah.
fucked.
The worst part, I went to Australia, did a festival, had 2 kids. So my boy was only about
Big festival,
3 at the time. And she was, my little girl was 6 months, so I was dreading the flight. Australia, 20 hours, whatever. Flight was a dream. But what I didn't take into account was the kids then getting jet lag. So you're jet lagged now, and you'll get over it. And if you had 2 kids, they would also be jet lagged, waking up at 4 a.m. Playtime, we're up. This is our body clock. So that was absolutely insane.
Kids do that anyway.
I know, yeah.
But four's
But it was worse.
But
It
four's
was
like adoption time, innit?
Yeah,
when you're like,
yeah.
this is where you're going now.
It was even earlier some days, and I was just like, yeah, I'm awake. This is me. What are we doing?
How old were they at the time?
My little girl was only about 6 months, and my boy was 3.
Can you not just like, once they're 3, did they not listen to reason?
No.
Yeah, you can't bribe them,
You'd be
can't
very,
threaten
you'd be
them.
very,
You're 32, Adam.
Yeah, but can you not like talk to a child and be like, look, you need to go back to sleep because daddy's tired, and like explain what jet lag
Oh, I
is?
can't wait for you to have kids. It's gonna be so good. It's good, lad. You come on. You're 2.5. You should be getting this by now. It's 10 a.m. I'm not ready to get up. Fuck's sake.
Can't they play with each other at that age, though? It's 6 months too early.
she was 6 months, so probably not. No, probably she was just lying down, drooling and shitting herself. So he was kind of.
But they say like with dogs, don't they? They say like 1's harder than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the dogs like sort of go off and do their own thing. Is that not the same with kids?
They're good at that age, no, but now they're like 7 and 4, way better. Just play with each other. If they get up early, they go downstairs and turn the telly on, and you know you can have a bit of a lie-in at the weekends.
Yeah, we're just getting in that zone.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a parent, if I got on a flight to Australia
Yeah.
and you turned up with full family
Yeah.
and sat anywhere near us, I'd be like, for fuck's
Man,
sake.
the flight was unreal. They didn't make a peep the whole way.
What?
They were unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, just watched my little boy. He watched Home Alone about 70 times, and my little girl didn't even wake up. She was in a little bassinet thing, just asleep the whole time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
When on our flight to New York,
They've just come back from New York, Chris.
Lovely.
to New York, on our flight to New York, queuing up. Here's the thing: I feel bad for noticing this kind of thing, but you do notice it. There was an army of Jewish children, like a lot
An
of.
army.
Oh, it was
That's
one
the-
family
that's
and there
the-
was maybe 18 children.
There's one mother, one father, traditional, and then
Shaggers.
genuinely like 11 kids,
Wow.
And they were
all
back-
aged between like 0
Yeah.
and 11.
Back to back.
Like this
She looked
woman's.
tired.
Every summer holiday, stick it in, leave it in. Wow.
The woman had a pussy like a Call of Duty spawn. like
Yeah,
just
just
like
like-
just constantly is a new like genuinely I couldn't believe. And I was like when we were getting on, we were like, it's mad, that's such a big family. Like that's cool, isn't it? Like look how many there is. And then they were sat right next to us. And it is just physically impossible for 2 people to control 11 children at once.
Yeah, you're outnumbered.
Oh my
You're
God.
done.
Oh, strongly.
Sir
aren't
Alex. Get him
They
in.
had fucking.
What
they,
formation were they in?
They somehow had balloon animals on the plane. Is that allowed? A
I
balloon's
dunno.
allowed on planes.
Depends what you're going to do with a balloon.
It's just who has a balloon animal on a
Yeah.
plane? You fucking
Their
lizard.
family's so big they've hired a clown to entertain them on a
No, they were
flight.
just making their own balloon animals. Sorry, this 7-year-olds making their own balloon animals. Do you understand what I'm saying? This kid had an empty balloon, and then 2 minutes later, the dog was there.
Yeah.
A balloon dog.
What kind of flight's this?
Lingus.
How wealthy are they that they're going, do you know what we should do with the 11 kids? We should take them to England.
No, I think they were going home.
They were from,
Manchester,
Two.
New York.
right.
Okay.
Where
Yeah, but they
men-
had been here.
When I say they were Jewish children, I don't mean like I overheard they were Jewish. Like from a mile away, they had
They
the
all
costumes
had the
on.
hats on. All
Yeah.
of them.
Okay.
They had the hats and the.
yeah, but they've still
ring
been here. So
That's even harder, isn't it? Having 11 kids that can lose them little hats. That is like a nightmare, really. My kids are always losing stuff. The amount of hats I've lost, I can't even contemplate it.
Yeah,
When
but it
it's-
doesn't anger
when
God.
It's a staple of exactly.
Yeah, it just gets them a bit of
But
sunburn.
That's what I'm saying, like, you know.
I accidentally watched 2 films on that flight, unintentionally as well. Genuinely,
What?
you were downloaded on my iPad. Genuinely, I watched.
I literally at one point went to him, "What are you watching?" And he showed me, and I was like, "You can't have that on."
It was by accident.
He had Inglorious Bastards on.
And I watched Snatch.
right.
Great.
The 2 of the most anti-Semitic films of all time.
I didn't mean it. I had them downloaded on my iPad. The Simpsons license didn't renew on my Disney app, so I had to watch them. And the headphones were poo.
Mate, if I never do a long haul flight with my kids, I'll be absolutely sound.
But 2 surely. Like he's just said it, they were fine going to
They
Australia.
were fine, man.
Oh,
It
if
was
I had
grand.
11, we wouldn't leave. I'd just
yeah.
fritzel them.
Yeah.
I'd build a basement.
11 is like I can't even anything more than us, but 11 just seems
We just move them.
very unnecessary.
It does seem mad when parents have more than 2 kids. Because why are you like giving them more? Like why are you trying to make it harder for yourself when there's more?
Yeah,
of
you're
them?
winding them up. You're winding the other kids up, aren't you?
What you?
Oh, as in like we didn't get it right the first time.
Yeah, get another
Second
one in
time,
there. Go
try
on.
again.
The only time it makes sense though is if you've had like 4 lads in a row,
You might-
and
yeah.
the mum's like,
They're trying
please,
for a girl.
just want a little daughter,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden that doesn't work out, and you've got a 5-a-side team.
Yeah, but I honestly think, like, when you get to the point where you've had 4 of one gender and you're
You know.
trying for the 5th one, you've got to just think something's going on with your cum where you just do boy cum or just do girl cum. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't keep going, would you? Like, how many would you have to be where you just go, I've only got
It's
male
not
sperm?
working.
Do you know there's 252 names in the Kazakh language that mean I hope the next one is a boy? Girl names.
Wow.
Isn't that really sad?
I hope the next one is a boy.
I hope the next one is a boy.
So the people are being christened that. I hope the next one is a boy. That's what it translates as.
There's just girls all over Kazakhstan. What does your name mean? What do you think it fucking means? Oh God.
I do think you've got to admit defeat there at some point.
Yeah, totally. It's meant to be.
Yeah.
It's just,
I've had
that's how-
conversations with extras where they're like, I want 2, but if we had 2 of the same gender, we'd have a 3rd one just to try. I'm like, why? Like, just accept what you've got.
You can't have a test baby. It's still a baby.
You're
Innit?
going to hate it. Imagine how much you're going to hate that 3rd girl if you've had 2 girls and you're trying for that boy and the 3rd one comes out and she's like, Daddy! You'll be like, oh, you're a gobshite, you. Learn to play footy or I'm not interested.
Damn, my girl, come. I don't get it. That's once you've had 2, you've got your team. The 3rd is, I know you're going, we're building. This is what I had 2 sisters or I had 2 siblings. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be rough as fuck for a bit though. It's going to be a hard schlep.
Any plans to have any more?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no,
Still-
My wife definitely wouldn't say no. So
Oh, really?
I would say so, yeah, more. But not maybe one more would be my kind of line, I think. I'm
Right.
not having any more than that.
Is it not?
Okay.
Are you not put off by the baby stage? Because we're thinking about getting another dog, but we're not put off by the puppy stage.
Okay.
Surely,
Yeah.
it's the
Do
baby.
you know, they're very different as well. First one, I'm not in about just dogs and kids now. Kids in general, like our first was a dream, absolute dream. Got to start sleeping immediately, and the second was an absolute nightmare. So we're hoping maybe back to a good one again, I suppose.
When
rolling
Alfie
the dice.
had his 4th child.
Oh, Alfie loves
his
making
4th
babies.
No, he doesn't. Jessie loves making babies. And
Yeah.
Alfie says yes because she normally offers him a deal. Right?
A deal? What kind of deal is that?
Well, he spoke about this on stage, so
Right.
I hope you won't mind me mentioning this. He made a deal last time where the bit he did where Jessie was like, it's my maternal instinct to want more children.
Yeah.
And he said, well, it's my instinct that I want to fuck every woman I meet.
Okay.
And she said, if you have a 4th baby with me, but if I get pregnant before you go to Australia,
Yeah.
you can fuck whoever you want in Australia.
Wow.
So he made that deal. And when he had the 4th one, I said, how are you doing? How are you getting on? How's the baby? And he texted me and he said, I want you to remind me next time I tell you I've made a deal with Jessie, remind me I love my children and I hate my babies. He's like, I hate having a baby. It's the worst experience of my entire life and I'm now doing it somehow for the 4th time. I love children. Me children, once they're children, are great, but babies are horrific.
But Jessie Broker's a great deal. She really does.
That is a deal.
Season ticket in the cop.
But
Yeah.
didn't he get fucked by COVID? So we didn't get that deal anyway.
Yeah. So he was allowed to
so
fuck
he could
anyone he
fuck,
wants
but
in
he had to
Australia.
stay 2 meters apart.
Yeah. My wife doesn't make those deals.
No, I've never got a deal like that now put on the table.
Would you take it?
What?
Would you have a 3rd kid so that you could fuck whoever you like?
No,
My mic's gone weird. My mic's strange. Yeah, that's a crazy level of deal. It's not something that Laura's going to think about. What if she came seriously and went, I want another baby, but you can bang? You know what the saddest thing about that would be?
Or what
is
would-
I went out, I would literally go out to try and bang. We'd have a 3rd baby and no one would fuck me. That would be that would be a beautiful. I'd be in Australia going, anyone? Come on. That would be the sad reality of it.
Because obviously you don't want a 3rd kid, do you?
No, I'm all right. Yeah,
But
yeah.
is there anything she could offer you where you'd be like, is there anything you're after that she said no to?
Get rid of one of the other kids.
swap deal.
Less kids.
Yeah. You've 2 as well, so Dan.
We've nailed it. Girl,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
They're
Girl, boy,
great.
we're the same, yeah.
Been through the baby bit. Never want to do it again. I will tie a knot in my own dick.
But is there
before
nothing
I
she
have
could
another
offer you? Have
kid.
you not like seen a really expensive lamp where she's like, you're not buying that?
A bouncy castle and a rodeo ball.
You think I'd fuck my life for 3 years for a lamp?
How nice is this lamp?
Dan, you seem tired. You should see my living room though. Beautifully lit.
Beautiful.
Is there nothing she could offer you?
No, fuck no.
There
We're done. We've got the
is.
team. We've got the
You
team.
get to play for the Saints for the season.
Yeah, she's got the hookup.
Oh, great. I'd be disabled by the fucking end of the first quarter.
Are you the kicker?
All right, cool. I'd still end up with a ruptured spleen.
Were you at the births and all that, Dan? Yeah.
First one, no. Wasn't
Right.
there. Talked my way out of being a birthing partner.
Did you?
He was in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was a big season for the Saints.
Yeah.
I stubbed my toe.
Open spot down
But
Cardiff.
the second one, yeah, I was
Yeah.
there. We were in the room, 36-hour labour.
Wow.
The second, the last 12 hours of that, she was on methadone, so
Okay.
super high. Like
Yeah.
being at an after party with your friend who does too many
She'd
drugs.
already had the baby. She was just wanting,
She just wanted a bit of
supposed to get
heroin.
off with swat.
we had all these notions about. We did hypnobirthing for the first one. You know, this wanky kind of. I'm not taking any drugs. We're going to be breathe and you're calm and all that.
yeah.
My God, no! It was like a delayed sort of C-section as well. So the baby just wasn't coming out. Which is your advice. They actually don't let you step on the other side of the curtain anymore.
Yeah.
Not that I want to.
No.
But people that want to, they said every single time they step on that side of the curtain for a seat, they fucking faint. Every single time. Because why would you want to see that?
Oh, no.
You know?
Do you mean the baby coming out of
Yeah,
the...
just getting you know.
I
the
wouldn't
baby.
go down there for a natural birth either. Show you that's
No, I
like a
wouldn't
fucking
either. No,
wall
I had
scene
no
as well.
interest at all.
I was struggling to be at Laura's end.
Yeah, she was like, you're not
She
allowed
was
past the
gurning.
curtain. I was like,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
worry about it. Don't
Would
worry
you not
about it.
go? Would you not go?
I'm not
Would
trying
you
to
not want
haggle
to have
my
a
way-
better empathy for your woman and knowing what she's going
No,
through?
but I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I'm
Can
not
you
trying
just
to
tell me
haggle.
about it?
She was like, you're not allowed on this side of the fence. I was like, you're grand. I wasn't trying to bargain my way into fucking the VIP section of Electric Picnic. Like, you know, you're fine. I'm all right over here. But it was mad. It was an absolute mad experience.
I had an anesthesiologist who was trying to subscribe to the podcast while he was
Wow.
giving my wife the drugs for the surgery.
I was really.
He was like, "Oh, he's brilliant, yeah,
Wow.
cool." He had YouTube
That's
up.
not what
That
you
is a
want.
mental moment when
That's
you've
not where you want to be noticed.
You've not yet. You've
Or
not been.
recognised.
You've not slept for a day and a half. Your wife is high. She's about to have major surgery, and he's up on YouTube going, "This sounds really good."
Do you want
There's
to
a
see a
lot-
pair of legs come out your wife's pussy?
Who's like?
The babies?
I honestly think you should see that bit, yeah.
I might have like a little whoop.
Adam's going to try and deliver the child. Oh, you don't know what you're fucking doing. Come here. Come here.
I don't want to see that. I want to keep the memory of down there. Perfect.
The most graphics I had seen was my son was born for the first time. He was huge. So it's like 9-13, touching on 10 pounds.
He's an old baby now.
It's very apparent why he's not coming out the other way, you know? So we were all like, oh, amazing. And then it was kind of sneaky because I didn't intend on looking at anything. The midwife was kind of over here. And she was like, oh, look at the placenta. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. And I looked and I was like, oh no, why did I do that? And I'm just trying to get Neve not to everything. Don't look over there. Don't look over there. I can't not see it now. It's like the thing that killed Steve Irwin. That's all I can say. That's the only way I could describe it to you. And then I couldn't stop looking at it, you know? I was just like, oh my God. And then she asked me, did I want it? Do you want it? I was like, no, I don't. I don't have an aquarium in my house. I can take it and throw it into the sea. Thank you very much.
Put it back.
Yeah.
Release it
It was
into the wild.
absolutely
Be a
mad.
good
Did you
fisherman and
look
put
at
it
it, Tom?
back.
You don't remember it the way it was? Like if a family member's in an accident,
Yeah.
you don't go and see them either.
You don't demand an open coffin.
Yeah, just remember it how it was.
Do you mean if they die in the accident?
No, I mean, say they're mangled and you're like,
You just never see them again? Just leave them to suffer for the rest of their life on their own?
no, they're dying. They're about to go and you're like, go, do you want to
You don't go and see them? You'd go and see them.
Depends who it was.
Your mum.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But I don't want to remember your mum either like, in that way. But
Yeah.
I want to remember the vagina.
I really don't think you should think about childbirth in the way you're thinking about it. I don't want to remember my dead mum. I'm not going to go down that end. Like, it's, you know.
It's a lovely place to be. I want to keep it that way. I don't want to bomb the nightclub and then go in and have a look.
I'm so glad I did it, you know. I
Yes.
nearly didn't do it the second time as well. I'm so glad I did it. Just for all the how ludicrous it is. It is a mental few hours of your life.
It is. And nothing can prepare you for it, really, you know? I remember even with that first, with my son, it was a very complicated birth. And I was told to leave the room kind of not long after that placenta trauma that I endured. They were like, oh shit, something's going wrong. And they don't tell you because they don't want you to freak out, like, you know? But they're all running around. And I heard the anaesthetist then go, oh, we need 4 units of O negative yesterday. and there was a big panic, and I was getting told, get the fuck out of the room. Daddy needs to leave the room. But I was just stuck to it. I was stuck to the spot with them. They give you your baby, like, you know, get out. And I was like, oh my God. And my wife was fine. Everything was grand. But that flip of seeing your kid for the first time and then being told, actually, everything has gone to shit now. You know, we need to, because it was a cesarean and they were opening her up again. And I was like, oh my God. The flip, like the only way I could describe it, and I spoke about this before, like, because I was so happy when we finally met our kid for the first time. And then it flipped so quickly. It kind of felt like I was halfway down a water slide. And somebody said to me, come here, there's no water at the end of this, you know? I kind of just felt like I was having so much fun up to this point, you know? But, yeah.
Did he slap the baby when it comes out?
No.
No, they just give it a little dig. Things have changed
Digging
now.
the ribs, yeah.
Birdie beats it.
Little combo.
Just get one.
Yeah. Hey.
I think your daughter had just been born when we were gigging on the circuit together. I think
That's
I
right.
remember you just had I think, is it your son?
It might have been my son. It was my
No,
son,
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I left when we were moving back to Ireland.
Because you lived in London for a while,
lived
and I
here,
remember you
yeah.
absolutely loved it. That's
I
what
did.
you just adored it.
I couldn't wait to get back to Ireland, like, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, we stayed in that in an Airbnb in Cardiff. Me and you.
Yeah.
And we didn't even stay the second night. That's how bad it was.
An unacceptable.
Oh
It was.
my
It
God.
was like if Finn had gone. Do you know what? I need a bit of extra cash. I'm just going to put my room on Airbnb
Yeah.
and not tidy it.
Not tidy anything up.
You stayed in a room.
Yeah. No, we had a room each. It was a two-bedroom apartment.
Gave up their flat, and it was one of those ones where you're like, you know, when Airbnb doesn't work out.
Oh,
It's
this
just
was
a
it.
disgrace. Like the bedroom I was tidy, like it had a pile of like clothes that needed to be washed in the corner.
Yeah.
He'd gone, oh shit, I've got Airbnb customers, and sort of just kicked it
It's
into
like
the
they
corner.
just left before we arrived.
Oh, yeah.
The
I had a little lie
clothes
down, it was
horse
still
was
warm.
fully stocked. Just there, and it was terribly stocked as well. They had all the
Were you
smalls.
gigging in Cardiff or was you
We did the
trip?
great,
We
yeah.
did, yeah. And they just put us in this place. I don't think, to be fair to them, they didn't know how bad it would be. But we didn't even stay the second night, did we? We were just like, nah, get out of
Chris,
here. Drive home.
you're a clothes horse enthusiast.
I am a
aren't you?
clothes horse enthusiast, and
I've
maybe
got a heated Black and Decker with a cover. Is that
I
good?
don't like that
What?
because it's a whole. You heat it, you plug it into the wall.
Yeah.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Sorry, what? You're
The whole
a
point of a
clothes
clothes
horse?
horse is to conserve energy, like, you know what I mean. And you're plugging it into the fucking wall.
Works though.
I
mean,
know,
a bit.
yeah, but not for the planet.
Have you got a?
Imagine if you had a keep cup, you'd shove it up a whale's hole yourself.
What? Are you you're just a big fan of them?
Yeah, massive fan. Yeah,
Are you an environmentalist?
no.
Are you just a
Big fan of the
cheapskate?
clothes horse. Man. I like it. I like it.
I call it a maiden. I think that's from my mum.
Oh yeah, this is another thing. That's a bit disrespectful, I think. Yeah. One lady, when I was living in London, she didn't like me putting my clothes horse outside, and she called it a garment donkey. So, a garment donkey. Yeah. She's like, you can't keep your garment donkey outside. And that was the kind of vibes I was getting in London. So I had to move back, really. She was essentially telling me I wasn't allowed to use the sun around this area, you know?
What's your favourite clothes horse?
Concertina, 3-tier concertina.
Next question.
Yeah, least favourite, your one.
Oh wow!
The heated one. I know, but least favourite traditional one would be the long-winged clothes horse. You know that one?
Too wide.
Too wide, man. You think it's a great idea. I'll get loads of clothes on this. Then you have one big towel.
No, we're
Yeah,
not
but
talking
game
about the
of fucking
clothesline that
buckaroo
goes
on your
outside.
No clothes
Oh,
horse.
it's a washing
indoors.
line then.
Clothes
That's
horse. That's a washing line. Yeah, completely different thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What a stupid.
Do you stock it with high value items at the top and underwear and
Exactly.
socks at the bottom?
That's the way this was also the clothes horse. You probably don't remember because you don't even know what a clothes horse is. But in that Cardiff
No,
place,
sorry, I call mine a t-shirt slag,
a t-shirt slag.
which is a bit disrespectful, but
That one there they had stacked in the Cardiff apartment. They had all the smalls on the top and all the bigs on the bottom. Yeah, so we were obviously in the company of a psychopath. Whoever had. They didn't eat, like, honestly, they had smalls on the top, you won't be able to, and then bigs on the bottom.
But surely, sorry, I'm a noob.
Yeah.
So if you're using it in the sunshine,
Yeah.
surely you want smaller stuff at the top so the sun's
Yeah.
got more to come through to get to the
No, I
bottom.
don't think so. No, I think it's. I would
Small
always
items
have.
dry very quick. You don't need to
Yeah.
waste good spots up on a
Yeah.
sock.
It's all about how much you can get onto the clothes horse, how much you can load it up. You know. Reckon I could fit a rugby team's home and away kit on one clothes horse.
Do you use radiators as well in the house?
I do use radiators, yeah.
oh my god, Laura hates that.
Does she?
Yeah, I don't. What's the problem?
That's what they're for, isn't it?
Yeah,
What are
Yeah.
radiators for if you're not putting clothes on them?
to warm the house apparently. Maverick.
Why not just do both at the same time?
Yeah, that's what I say.
It doesn't block them.
I
does it?
also think the smell of drying like laundry isn't a nightmare.
I like that. I like the
not bad.
smell.
what you should do? Shit on one of your radiators. And that'll spread the smell of shite all over your house.
Yeah.
And when she's like, what have you done here? She's like, well, you told me not to put clothes on it.
This is Adam Knows Women.
Cover that with a t-shirt.
Poo on your own radiator, teach them a lesson. It's what they want, really. You know?
What's
Like,
that
it's
then?
so good to learn. Don't you worry your little mind.
Are you a laundrette man, Chris?
No, unless I have to. Unless there's no other option, like I'm traveling, need to wash my clothes.
I enjoy a
I wouldn't be
laundrette.
into it. One that you can walk into.
Oh, yeah.
And use.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like remember we were in Dubai or something, there was no real laundrettes around. They were always very expensive, like 15 fucking pounds to wash your jocks. You know, they were itemized like that. So I didn't really like that.
Adam gets that at home, don't you?
I have a man who collects me washing.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, that's the dream, like. And he
I've
brings
got some.
it back.
I've got some
folded,
compromising pictures
ironed
of
and
him,
everything.
so he needs to do it.
What? Folded, ironed, everything. When he
I don't
gets
get them
back to you?
ironed because that's an extra £1 per item,
Is it?
and I'm not doing that.
I'd prefer someone doing my ironing than my washing, though. That's
But
less
do you iron in a
laborious.
batch or do you iron to wear?
To wear.
Okay, good.
All the time. So that would be inconvenient, wouldn't it? I'd have to call him over the whole time. Mind,
John, got a pound
yeah,
with your
I'm
name
heading
on it
out.
here, mate.
Yeah, I'm gigging in Limerick tonight. You'll have to come over.
Big one at the weekend. There's a wedding. £4 for you.
Yeah, I've just got to a point in my life, Chris, where it's just not worth me time to wash my clothes. You know?
Okay, that's a nice point to be at. That was a nice.
I worked out that the amount of washing I let accumulate with being away on tour.
Yeah.
And I like if I go away for we've just been to New York for the weekends, right? And I take two outfits a day.
Yes.
'Cause you've got a day one and a night one because you get sweaty during the day.
Yeah.
And a
you know?
reserve.
So
Of course.
and a reserve
Of
for the week. So
Any accidents or anything?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been away for 5 days. I took like 12 outfits with me. So I've got 12 things that need 12 full outfits.
12 full outfits,
That need
jocks,
washing.
socks, everything.
Exactly.
Covered in cum.
Right.
So I worked out if I did my own washing and drying, I'm essentially saving about £2.76 an hour, give or take. And if you offered me £2.76 an hour to come to yours and do all your washing, I'd tell you to fuck off. So I thought, why am I doing my washing if I wouldn't do Chris Kent's?
Wow.
That was the reasoning.
That's a lot of talk.
Before you were
a
even
lot
here.
of talk gone into that. It is. I would love someone doing my washing and my ironing, though. It'd be amazing.
It's worth it. It's very cheap.
Yeah.
He's a very reasonable man. And we mentioned this on a recent episode. I don't know whether it was a Patreon or a public, but someone got in touch with me and was like, if it's so cheap, why don't you offer the laundryman more money?
All right.
And I was like, well, here's
Nah.
the thing. If he puts his prices up, I will, make a decision accordingly.
Yeah.
But I'm not just, and I do tip him. But
Right.
I'm not, just
you
put
are.
Sorry,
tip
hang
him.
on. What?
You do
Someone
tip him.
messaged you going, hey, if it's so cheap, you should just pay more.
Yeah.
That's not how money works, is it?
McFlurry's,
You don't get to
McFlurry's are very reasonable.
Mackie
I'm not
D's
giving
and go,
£3
this
for one
is
either.
ridiculous.
That's not,
Keep
the free
that tenner.
that's not the free market, is it? Oh, I'll pay you more. Fuck off. It's cheap because he likes it to be cheap.
Do you like New York? Were you gigging over there, or?
No, we didn't do any gigs this time.
Right.
I didn't really want to. I got offered one spot at 6 p.m, but we couldn't make it because I had other stuff on. I didn't really chase any sets this time. We went and watched Andrew Schultz do Madison Square
class.
Garden. And then we just had a proper weekend in New York
Nice.
doing like a proper little trip. I love it over there, though. Every time I'm there, I'm like, why am I going home?
Yeah.
I want to live there. And I just feel like I will at some point.
Live in New York. That's what
Yeah.
you pick as well.
It's just class.
Poor old Nashville getting binned.
Well, no, Nashville, I feel like if I lived in New York, I think I'd go to Nashville like every 8 weeks and have a weekend.
Oh, nice.
But it's New York. It's just
You know New York, you've
everything
been?
you could want.
Oh, I've been. Yeah, I got engaged. We got engaged in New York, actually.
Nice.
Engaged. Popped a question over there. Yeah.
How
Where did
do
you
it?
pick?
I did it. So element of surprise. So I waited about 10 years or so.
I
what he
waited,
did.
Giving
I
up
waited
all faith.
13 years.
Did you? Yeah, it was just over a decade, which I was proud enough about. And it was around Christmas time, So we actually stayed over there for Christmas. I got to hotel. I was going to do it in public, but I kind of bottled it a little bit. And then I said, let's do it. The hotel room. I got the hotel room, got the hotel staff involved. A lad called Z Sean down in the lobby. Lovely man. He said, I'm heading out to New York one day, and I'm like, today's the day, Z Sean. You put some stuff in the room for me? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Whatever you want. And I was like, well, I suppose some flowers is a good idea. And then I was like, chocolate-covered strawberries. Just kind of romantic, isn't it? Yeah. And some champagne and ice. And I'm like, make the room look lovely. Give you some extra money or whatever. And then he's like, yeah, no problem. That's cool. And she was like, literally coming down the lift after me. So it's all kind of, you're all full of nerves, aren't you? And I was like, cool. And he said, don't come back before 5. Do not come back before 5. I'll get the room ready for you, but I need that amount of time. And I'm like, yeah, that's
Just
cool.
one quick question, because I'm really interested in the story, but
Yeah.
there's a detail here I need to question you about.
Go on.
Hair coming down in the lift after you.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Did you get in the
head
lift and
down
just press
before.
door closed? And
No,
you were
no,
like,
no,
oh, sorry, babe.
Because they always take.
Fingering someone
She
on the
was
lift.
just taking ages to get ready, and I said, I'm going to just hang around down. I'll just go down ahead of it, like, you know. So, and I had been talking to Zishan before this as well. So this
Can
is
I
more,
just say, Zishan in a Cork accent is
Zishan,
so-
I still have the card he gave me. I still have the card he gave me. But this wasn't my first conversation with Zishan. I didn't just go over and demand that he get flowers and chocolates and all that, right? So then I go, hey, let's do it today, Zishan. And he give me till 5 o'clock. And this was about 3 or so, you know? So I was like, oh, cool, no problem. So I head off, and my wife never wants to go back. And I'm like, that's not going to be a problem. So 5 is absolutely fine, Zishan. So then I head off, right? And we're in and we're I swear to God, we're out about 45 minutes. And my wife was like, yeah, let's just go back to the room. And I'm like, no. And she's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't even have an excuse as to why I didn't want to go back. And then we're walking back towards the room, and I had to stall her somehow. So it was around Christmas time, and we were like, do you know what I'd love to do now? I said, I'd love to do like the 12 pubs of Christmas. Did you ever do that? It's a kind of a Dublin tradition where you try to have a pint in 12 consecutive pubs.
That's
I wouldn't be
class.
able to do anyway. I'm not a massive drinker. But it just popped into my head. Let's do that. No.
12 pina coladas.
12
yeah.
12 pints. And she was like, fuck it, let's do it. But then it kind of worked a little bit too well, because we're about 3 or 4 pints in. See, Sean has the room ready for me. She has no intention of leaving the pub. I'm getting very, very, very hammered. And I'm going to go, oh no, we need to go back now. We need to go back. She's like, no, we're finishing this fucking 12 pubs. And I'm like, I won't see the end of 12 pubs, you know? So I'm genuinely hammered. And I eventually convince her, we're about 4 or 5 pubs in. I'm like, let's just please go back to the room. I need to go back quickly. And we'll come back out again. She's like, okay. And then on the way back to the room, she goes through Times Square and she's like, let's go in here. It was like, you know, the M&M store?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a fan of the M&M store now. Like, you know, it's a building full of fucking M&Ms.
It doesn't need 4
It's cute
floors.
to get in, and it's a bigger queue to get out. That's how shit the M&M store is. And I'm in the M&M store, and I'm like, I'm never getting back. I've waited 10 years to make this proposal, and it's not going to happen. Like, I'm like, she's stealing M&Ms as well. And in my imagination, it's gone. The room is gone, because it's way past 5 o'clock. I'm like, it's fucked now. Zishan said 5. The fucking flowers are probably dead. Chocolate-covered strawberries have probably melted all over my bed. They're making it look like someone just broken and took a big shit in my bed. And, you know, the champagne ice is after melting and flooding the bathroom, and Zishan is probably floating face down, bobbing around our fucking ensuite. But I'm still looking at her then, and I'm like, you know, can we go back to the hotel room, please? And we got back for about 7, and Zishan did an amazing job, to be fair to him. He did an unbelievable job. And I asked her to marry me, and she said yes, obviously. And shortly afterwards, we finished the 12 pubs of Christmas. And
That's cool.
Did you?
yeah, we
You
did.
went back out and finished
We finished it. And the bottle of champagne I had in the room that night. So,
That is
Do you know
a
what the-
fucking world-class engagement
do you know what
story.
the worst part about it was? Zishan didn't see me the first time around. So he didn't see me come back to the hotel and make the engagement, but he did see me the second time round.
Yeah.
I had been back to the hotel room, necked a bottle of champagne, finished 12 pubs. I came back, she came back. We're a bit worse for wear now, to say the very least. She has her shoes in her hands because she's out of her fucking mind. So he can't even check for a ring, you know? And and he's like, we're not good. And he's kind of looking at me going, this engagement is going to go. He thinks I still have to go up and drop to my knee and ask a question at that point. But yeah, how did you do it?
Oh, mine's a long story that I've told. I did it in Capri, in Italy.
Lovely.
I'll cut it short. When I asked her, she was bleeding and crying.
What?
I think he's cut it too short there. I know the story, and that made it sound
It's a better
really
story
bad.
than that.
Yeah.
He tried to do it in a cave, but the cave was too dark. But she knew what he was trying to do, so she was like, ask me again later.
Yeah.
By the time they got onto the shore,
Right.
she'd fell off the boat and cut her knee and was upset that she cut her
shit.
knee. And then she just said, can I see my ring?
Yeah. The only thing that
That's how you cut it
She's
short.
got it. She.
Yeah,
Wow.
she was bleeding and crying, and she went, "Can I see my ring now? It's the only thing that's going to make me happy." So I
She
got down
knew.
on one
And
knee.
initially,
So
he
she
just
knew
showed
it
her a
was
photo
coming.
of her arsehole.
She knew it was. Was it?
So I showed her in the boat. So we were in the blue grotto, which is a cave in Capri.
Yeah.
But she went, I can't see it. And then she said, ask me again later.
Okay, right.
As in to make me wait longer. And then I asked her in a gutter while she was crying and bleeding.
Yeah.
And it was perfect.
I actually didn't even get a ring, to be honest. I got like a little charm instead. I didn't want to pick the ring. Didn't want that responsibility.
Oh, it took me 6 months to design it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't put that much thought into it. We went down to the Diamond District in New York, and we were walking into places, and I could see these fuckers looking at each other across the, like they were making it very obvious. There's a couple of paddies here, and they were kind of looking. You need a ring? And I was like, I can fucking see you looking at him like that. I'm not
Licking his
stupid,
lips.
like, And I remember they bought one ring over to her, and it was a diamond. It was 3 diamonds. And my wife was like, I think I'd like maybe a little sapphire or something, which is essentially just like a blue diamond. I'll never forget it as long as I live. You woman, you want a sapphire? I can show you what it looks like. And she bought a Sharpie out from behind the counter and coloured these 2 ones blue. And she's like, that's roughly what it will look like. We can make that happen for you if you come back in a half an hour. I'm like, you know what? I think, I've waited 10 years to make this engagement.
Get it right.
I'm not going to let someone colour in your ring with a Sharpie pen. So we went to Tiffany's the next day, which is a big, fancy, huge store. And it was I just remember bringing the price down. They were showing me rings that were 20 grand, and I was like,
Can you colour on them?
Can you come down another little bit? Yeah.
That is an expensive trip to New York, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I know we found something. Because what
Did
was
you
it?
leave with the ring?
Yeah, we did. Tiffany's.
Holy
We bought a ring in
shit.
Tiffany's. Isn't it like 3 months of your salary or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was pretty much unemployed at the time. So I was like, yeah, that'll do. It was an amazing trip though, so I'd love to go back to New York, but don't think I could live there, but I'd love to do a couple of months of gigging there or something and then move back.
Have you gigged over there?
I didn't gig in New York, I gigged in Kansas for the Kansas Irish Festival.
Oh,
And
wow.
That was great. It was brilliant. All these Irish Americans over there. And I did a gig for my buddy over there as well, another time in North Carolina, South Carolina. It was amazing. Loved it. Got caught speeding like 3 times within 24 hours over there. It was incredible. I was actually buzzing, like, seriously, because the cop on the bike pulled me up on the side, and I was like, this is like the movies. I'm going to get the line here. License and registration. That's all I wanted.
That's
Were
why
you
were
trying
speeding.
to get caught speeding?
No. It was just a happy coincidence. I was just driving off. I was having a great time. And it came up right behind. I was like, oh, lads. And I pulled in, and he walked up the side of the car just like I would imagined he would have. And I buzzed down the window, and he was like, license and registration. I was kind of like, you had me at license, But then I remembered how ridiculous the Irish driving license was. You remember, have you ever seen an old Irish driving license?
No.
Paper?
Yeah, it's paper, but it's about 5 pages. So it's this little pink novella that I handed the man. And he was kind of looking at it, and he was very confused. He was looking at this little thing, and he was like, and he looked back at me, and then he looked at it again, and then he looked back at me, then he looked at it again, then I had a quick look at his gun, and then he looked back at me, and then he looked at it again for a last time, I swear to God, and he said to me, you're not in Iceland now, boy. And I was like, it's actually Ireland. And he's like, oh, you boys got lucky. I got some Irish in me. And he just left me go. And I was like, wow, what are the chances of an American claiming Irish descent?
What about the second?
Definitely not luck.
What about the second and third?
Second and third time. So second time driving through a kind of that was when I was in, we were driving through like a kind of a little town. It was a main road. It went through a town. I didn't really slow down. Sheriff kind of pulled me in, and I was like just playing a bit of an Irish fool. I was like, Jesus, I didn't see any signs at all. And he gave me a stern enough warning, but he left me on. And the third time, because we were late going to a show, I got pulled over, and it was a little bit more serious. We were driving back from shows, and the guy asked me for my license, and he was like, everyone in the car was drinking except me. I was the designated driver. So the other 3 lads were fucking hammered. Have you been drinking? And I was like, I haven't been drinking. And I wasn't. So I was like, I was glad. Show me your license. And I was like, oh shit, it's in the boot, because I'd taken my jeans off. I was just wearing shorts. It was roasting, So then I go around to the boot of the car, and I open the boot, and there's just fucking bottles of beer rolling all over the place from the lads having roadies, But he didn't, nothing happened other than that. He was the most serious one where I was like, fuck, this is going to be. But they all left me go. I think it's too complicated for them. It's too much paperwork.
Yeah, would you be
The actual license is too much almost paper for them to handle. It's
genius.
They couldn't even photocopy it. It's too big. Have you ever seen one? They're about that size. They're after upgrading now, thankfully. But
And you supported Bill Burr when he was over in Ireland.
Yeah.
Because
That
your
was mad.
gigging's gone mental last few years,
gone
hasn't it? It's
crazy.
been great to watch.
I loved opening for Bill Burr, though. It was the first time he came to Ireland. It was like a Monday night, sold out Vicar Street. Got a fucking standing ovation on the way to the microphone. It was amazing, yeah. It was absolutely class. Every comic in Ireland, I feel, was there.
Yeah.
In the room. And this was like, Jesus, this was ages ago now. But I've opened up for a few of them, Nate Bargatze and Jim Gaffigan a couple of times as well when they come to Ireland. It was fucking
There's a handful of American comics that whenever they come to the UK and Ireland, every comic is just like, I've got to go.
Yeah.
Like, there's big comics that don't really have that. Like, I think Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer are massive arena level comics now. But I don't think they've got, like, the back of the room bit with every comic nearby. But Bill Burr, Chappelle, like comics like that. I think Louis still, even now, even after this controversy, like I think comics go and watch because there's comics that are seen as really good comics who are smashing it and are hilarious and massive, and then there's comics like Burr and Chappelle and Louis where it's like
they're not worshipped by comics quite the same.
They're seen as like
comics,
I
but on a
love
big
Jim
level.
Gaffigan. I
Yeah.
think he's
Oh, he was
amazing. And Nate
amazing.
Bargatze, but it's so they're not the kind of comics
masters of
like,
the art.
They're brilliant, but I don't know if comics are going to rush to see them.
Yeah,
Like
and Nate Bargatze
Chappelle.
had quite a few now, to be fair.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah.
He's
yeah.
big. He's
he's huge now.
Yeah, his last couple of specials are really good. No, there was the one that he did in lockdown.
That's right,
that
outside kind of,
was
wasn't
a
it?
bit of a rougher watch.
It was a
but Tennessee Kid
weird
in the
energy
last
though,
one.
that one I thought. That was like, it was like,
Yeah.
there's a low ceiling is what you want, and he was outside.
Yeah,
So
that thing of
no ceiling.
recording a
Going to be a
special
problem.
in the middle of COVID
Yeah.
is a bit of a mad
Was it at
touch.
Disneyland as well?
Yeah, it was in a car. It
Universal,
looked like it was in
Universal Studios, I
Yeah.
think.
It looks like he's doing it in the car park.
Yeah. It's a different skill though, I think. I like doing my own shows, but warming up for comics, like, you know?
Yeah.
I went back, I took a break from my tour and I opened for Frankie Boyle for a month of January, every single day almost. I had like 2 days off. And it's just a different, they're not there for you. You walk out and it's like, fuck. And most of the nights with Frankie were amazing. There was one night in Kilkenny though, where they were just fucking wild. And the security came up to me beforehand and they were like, Jesus, they're fucking mad. And I was like, brilliant. And he said, don't worry, we've already thrown this one fella out. He threw his shoes onto the stage. And I was like, okay, that's all right, fair enough. And then I go out and you start off and there's these fuckers down to me left and they're just not shutting the fuck up. And I'm like, you know, one of those, how do you, you're always weighing it up a little bit going, how am I going to deal with these fellas now?
How
'Cause you're
long do
gonna
you
lose-
leave it before you try and get on top
Exactly.
of it?
You're going to lose the rest of the room, and your brain is like, I think they're annoying the people around them. And then I go to have a word with them, and I see that one of them doesn't have any fucking shoes on. And I'm like, either he's gotten back in, or this has become a trend. Of, like, throwing your shoes back onto the stage. And he actually had gotten back in, fair play to him. But, yeah.
Before we started, we were telling you about the tier list we did in the first half with alcohol, and you mentioned you didn't drink for 6 years.
Yeah.
And that while you weren't drinking, the only drink you craved was Guinness.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to get that on the record.
Yeah.
There's no question at the end of
The
it.
ceremony of the whole thing.
Oh,
Just the drink.
go on. What's the ceremony? What's your ceremony?
You have to wait. You have to wait. It's an art. It's
5
like-
business days, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's like it's about 2 minutes actually, but it's beautiful
119 seconds it is.
because there's nothing worse when someone just slaps it, fucking one pour. Oh, thank you. Here you go. Loads of fucking bubbles on it and everything.
Yeah.
That would get thrown back at you in Ireland in some pubs. If there's a bubble on it, one bubble, there are pubs in Ireland where they go, take it back.
Yeah.
Try again.
Cork is a Beamish town, though, eh?
Yeah, I prefer Guinness though. I know might get in trouble for that. It's Beamish and Murphy's are Cork stouts, but Guinness is I prefer above all of them.
We really enjoyed the Beamish when we
Creamy
were there.
Beamy,
Murphy's
yeah.
I thought was good. But
Yeah.
didn't quite like Beamish is what I drank for the night when I was
I
in.
might become a Beamish man as well as a
Are you going to
Guinness
become a
man.
Beamish man? They've got it in random parts of Ireland then. I was up in Derry and they had Beamish in loads of the bars, but it's
Yeah.
mainly in Cork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the landlord of the pub we went into, where we had our first one in Cork, he told us that in all of Ireland, Guinness has about 90% of the stout market, but in Cork, it's about 40%. It's equal with Beamish.
Yeah. What bar did you go to? Can you remember?
Do you remember it?
It was like the Oval Bar is a great bar in Cork for all stouts. Like one of my
I feel
favorite
like
bars.
if you said that, I'd
Really
remember
cool,
it.
little trendy little bar.
You'd know it. Do you think
Yeah.
you'd know it? Because Cork's Is it a city? Is it big?
It's big enough.
It's like a town.
Like it's
big
not-
town.
It's just exactly. Yeah. It
I
is a
just
city.
remember the Andrew Ryan bit where he's
Yeah.
doing comparing in London at the store.
Yeah, and he bumped into
someone's from
someone.
Cork,
Yeah.
and they literally know each other.
Yes.
he knew her family, and you're like,
Yeah, it's not that. I think that was just a coincidence. She had a kind of a peculiar name, and there happened to be a politician with that name as well. It's not that. Like, I don't even know half the people on my estate. It's not that small. I don't know everyone. You know what I mean?
But you loved your tour show there.
Oh, it's brilliant.
classic.
I only moved back there about 3 years ago. So from living in London, moved back to Cork. You know, big notions,
Do
moving
your
back.
kids have like your accent then?
Yeah, they have my accent, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure if they'd maybe have slightly
Twang of
Cockney.
English before they got back, my little boy. And that's kind of totally gone now. Totally gone. Little bit of London, but now it's totally Cork, the two of them. And my daughter, I can't even understand her half the time. She's got such a thick
She's
Cork
so
accent.
good. She's so
Yeah,
Cork.
she's so Cork. She's like, come here. And I'm like, all right, I'll go here.
It is so funny in New York when we're like, if you're in like a shop, like you can sort of just ask for something and they can sort of get from my accent what I'm after. Like if I go, have you got this in a large? Then they know that I'm asking for a size and
Yeah.
something, and they hear large and they go, oh, he wants large, sort of thing.
Especially if you're making little actions and stuff.
Totally. But like when we're having conversations with like Schultz's mates and his management team who like we're bumping into, like you can see them looking at us like, what is this say? Like they really do struggle with it.
Carl, you slow it down a lot. When we had someone over from the States to sort of in a business sort of like it, you know,
Shelby.
yeah. And I was listening to Carl slow it down for an
Yeah.
American. It was really funny.
I slow it down
I slow it
naturally
down.
for them over there,
Yeah.
but like still you can see them looking at us like,
I slow it down.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, because they're so.
There's only so many times you can say something, though. Even in London, I didn't have to go that far. I was like at a till with this, and I was like, can I pay by card? That's fairly fucking. That must be a fairly standard question at a till.
What?
And this one was like, sorry, what? I was like, can I pay by card? And she was like, sorry. And she was panicking, like, I don't know what he's saying. And I was like, I then questioned myself, you know? I said it 3 times, can I pay by card? Eventually took out my card, like as a visual aid, and started pointing at it. And we're at a till, mind you. Can I pay by card? And she was like, do you want a carrot? Why would you be that fucking hell-bent on getting a carrot anyway? But yeah, I was like, but I was pointing at. But she spoke English. This is my first fucking language, like as well, you know.
hell bent.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that fucking mad for a carrot, like. And they wouldn't bypass all the carrots. Yeah, and she's already rung everything through. I wouldn't be sending the woman off to get a carrot. But no, it was yeah. My accent is. It doesn't happen too often because I reckon I speak very slowly, especially when I'm gigging, you know.
I hear your accent a lot though with the family, and I love it.
Do you? Yeah. In West Cork, it's actually more strong, I would say.
I love it
It's,
so much.
yeah, it's great. Yeah. West Cork has about 7 accents, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from the north side of Cork.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Should have a little break. I need a breather after the carrot.
Aye.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you there.
There you are.
It's my favourite sponsor time now. It's NordVPN.
Well, Dan, if they're your favourite sponsor, you, my friend, must know exactly what a VPN is.
No, because you've never explained what it is.
I feel like I've done this for a very consistent amount of time
Well,
now.
I choose to forget.
Here's what a VPN is. It's a way to up your internet security whilst also tricking your laptop, computer, or whatever device you use into tricking you out anywhere on the planet. You can take a little digital holiday to Botswana if you like, mate.
Botswana?
Yeah? You want to go to New Zealand? Don't get on a plane. Get a VPN. Tell your laptop you're in New Zealand, and you just have to believe it. If you can dream it, you can believe it, and that means you can achieve it. And if you go to nordvpn.com/haveaword and sign up for 2 years, you'll get 4 extra months free. That's nordvpn.com/haveaword. And here's the thing. You get loads of stuff with this. There's stuff that's on Netflix in different countries that aren't in this country, you know what I mean? Just tell your laptop you're in Nigeria. Get a bit of Nigerian film in your life, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Can't wait to watch Disney Plus from Greenland. NordVPN.
.com/haveaword.
Super.
4 months free. And you sign up for 24 months.
Do it. Here we are.
Tired!
What section is it?
I don't know.
4 of 4. I nearly went to press the applause. Woo! Section.
Arena this Saturday, the 18th of May. There's about 300 tickets left. Go and get them, please. It's going to be class.
Oh yeah, this Saturday.
You're on tour. You've had a tour extension.
I did.
You've been
yeah.
on bare tour, mate.
It's gone mad. It's amazing. It's but yeah, I did a UK extension, in September, October. But I'm in Liverpool on the 19th, which is the last day of the season, isn't it? I think.
On the 19th?
Yeah, I'm on the 19th, yeah. Somebody came up and told me that in
I tell you
Manchester.
right now, it's a good job we're not still in the title race.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm terrible, no, I'm not. So I was told if they win, you're fucked, but
They didn't.
they didn't, though.
So Saturday the 19th, you're at Hot Water.
Hot water, yeah.
And then you've got extension of this tour.
Yeah, going back to London, Brighton.
Sunday the 19th.
Sunday the 19th,
Is it the 19th?
sorry.
Is it a Sunday, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sundays-
I haven't looked at that properly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're in Liverpool on the 18th.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
fuck. Is that
That's better.
That's the last day, is it? Or the
No,
day
it's
The day before the last day. It's
Somebody
the
came
same
and said
night.
that to me.
It's the same night that I'm at the arena.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
You're fucked.
I'm fucked, yeah.
Choose.
Yeah.
Where do we find your tickets, Chris?
ChrisCanComedy.com.
Nice.
Loads of extra UK dates, a couple of Irish dates. I'm going back to London, Brighton, another few places, York, Chester. Can't remember all of them.
When's it in Chester?
September the 18th.
So
The
some
Story
in
House.
September. The Story House. Is that nice?
Yeah, well, it's
Wouldn't
gonna
know.
be-
They wouldn't give me a date.
Really?
yeah, it is nice.
Is
It
it?
is nice. And I'll be blagging you for 2 tickets.
Oh, brilliant.
We, last week, tried our first effort at the Room 102. No relation to Room 101. I mean, it's every relationship. It's
across the road, isn't it?
We've ripped it off. Have you got anything you'd like to put in Room 102, Chris?
There's a few kind. I don't know if I can put a kind of a concept in there,
You can put whatever you want.
but
in.
like noisy food, apples and stuff like that.
Noisy food.
Yeah,
And the first
I
one
got
you went to wasn't
fucking-
crisps.
No, I
Apples?
said that's what I mean. Everything, apples, banana, like anything.
Bananas?
Yeah, bananas.
Noisy food?
Believe me, I've heard people being vile with a
What's
banana.
that noise? Someone's eating a banana.
Yeah. Crunchy food is something that I've had for fucking so long now. It's called misophonia. It's literally
Misophonia, yeah.
a hatred of certain sounds, and it's horrible. It's a horrible affliction. I don't want it. Something I have inherited from my dad. I was having a bowl of cornflakes and he threw me out the window, and all of a sudden I had the power then to get annoyed at. I would be getting up 10 minutes early every morning, putting milk on my brother's cereal, so that I was soggy by the time he managed to get it. But it's bad because I mainly get it with loved ones, so that's when I know I'm getting too close to someone, when I'm fantasizing about taking their life.
So are you trying to put the actual foods in, or are you
Maybe
just
the noise.
taking the noise
if I
out?
could put the crunchiness, or
Right,
even if
okay.
I could hear something else when they were like, my wife takes out an apple, she may as well be taking a shotgun out of her bag. Please, not in the car, and I've tried everything. I've visualized everything. I've tried everything about this. I was thinking, in an ideal world, she deserves someone better that wouldn't be going on about app. I don't like that it's an uncontrollable thing. I don't know if any of you have it.
My partner's got it, and if I whistle in the house, she will come up to me and go, "I know you're probably in a good mood."
You need to stop refereeing football games. And you
Whistling isn't, it wouldn't be, but I have apples now and all that, and she should be able to eat an apple.
I think you just hate apples, Chris. by the
No,
sounds of it.
no, it's apples, crisps, anything like that.
if you were giving me a lift somewhere,
Yeah.
right, but
you
like it's a
jumped in
hire
with-
car, so you're not
Yeah.
worried about like it being your
Okay.
car. Hire car, you're giving me a lift to a gig.
Okay.
What am I allowed to eat?
Weirdly enough, it's all right with kind of, once you're not in my immediate, you know what I mean? My family. It's actually, when it's actually fine is when someone is disgustingly loud eater and then everyone else is aware of it. I feel okay then.
Right.
I'm like, you see? I don't,
What about the cinema? Because I imagine
cinema drives me fucking mad. People eating popcorn in the cinema, I would get rid of that. Or at least get it in a
Popcorn's
different
not
container.
noisy though. That's why they
Oh,
sell
fuck,
it.
it is. It is
be a
very
little bit
noisy.
noisy.
It's noisy.
Getting it
grabbing
out of the fucking
but the
bottle.
actual
Noisy,
eating
it's
is
just a
quiet.
rustle, innit?
It's
Yeah.
the rustle. It's the rustle. I've fantasized about meeting someone that's fed through a tube. But it was only a matter of time before the tube would annoy me as well. It would make some kind of gurgling, I'd be like, listen, we had an...
And it's your loved ones because you eat
Yeah.
so many meals with them. You're like,
yeah, exactly.
still this
But I'm
shit.
getting a kind of a hold on it. It's when you're more stressed, it's higher. And I'm getting a hold of it as I get older.
Misophonia is real because we've had whinges about people
real.
eating.
Yeah.
No.
Did you get that bit
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, yeah.
Did
What,
you
'cause
know
you-
what I reacted to then?
It
You were
sounded
eating
like
on
you
the-
said me so horny.
Misophonia.
Misophonia. Did you get a complaint on the show about it?
Whenever one of us has eaten,
Yeah.
because and
It's
also
so-
because it
so
makes me so
close.
horny.
Yeah.
It's because people
Man.
have got it in the AirPods.
And you know, it's not just eating noises that people have it from. So it can really escalate into Some people can't leave the house with it. They have it so severely. They pick up more triggers, and other things will just annoy them. It could be typing on a computer, or it could
I think
be
I get it
clicking
with,
on the pen.
When I hear Jewish children making balloon animals.
That's pretty annoying. Yeah, that's very specific, though, isn't it? You might be okay for a while.
It's fine with Muslim kids making Quakers.
But I get it, and like I looked at, there's a website, and all of the triggers are on the website, and it's like, don't read these triggers because you might pick up more triggers. But I read it anyway, and it was like breathing was one of them.
Oh, I breathe far too loud for my partner, which is
Heavy
insane.
breathing, yeah, which is statistically there's someone out there with a nurse with misophonia, and there's a man in life support machine doing her fucking head in, like, you know. And also footsteps was one, and that's on the list. Footsteps.
Oh,
The
right.
sound of someone
Wait, where did
heavy.
you jump?
Yeah.
I'm risking something here because I live in a converted house now, and
Right.
we live in the basement. I live in a basement flat.
Oh, people above you.
No, but listen, so much worse than what I'm about to say, and the reason I'm sort of starting this so hesitantly, I don't know whether it is the one right above us, but there's a couple who live in our building who stopped one of my housemates and was like, "Is that Adam that you live with?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm a huge Have a Word fan,
Right.
big fan of the podcast." So there's a couple who live in my building that are a fan of the podcast. Now, I don't know if it's them. I don't know exactly what one they live in. There's someone who lives above us, and I'm telling you right now, for the past 6 months while I've lived there, they've been building a conservatory that has a circus full of jugglers in it. Right?
Wow.
Because, and they're doing star jumps while they do it. It is beyond insane. Is Jack gone?
Yeah.
Or I would get Jack on the mic to talk
Right.
about this. And it's, I've always been the type of person who's like, if your neighbour's making noise, you just crack on with
You're a
it.
bit
It
laid
is
back.
what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
everyone's just living. They are doing something in this flat just to wind me up.
Do you
testing
think
you.
it's on laminate as well rather than carpet? This is like tap dancing elephant sort of thing.
They could very well have trained an elephant to tap dance up there. Like, it would make sense if that's what the noise is. Like literally,
It would do
you're
my
in
head
there,
in.
you're trying to watch The Chase. Not that we've ever watched The Chase, or Friends, or something. And literally, it's like they've got like an army of children, and they're just like. It is
Imagine if they
beyond,
were
but
Jewish.
it's also
Oh, I just had that waiting.
it's beyond insane
yeah.
because it's all day. Like, I have days where I'm in the house and I do fuck all. You know, you have a fuck
Yeah.
all day hungover, and it's from 9 a.m. until 5, and then I go out and it must stop. And then there's other times where we do the podcast, right? And at night time we're doing it. It is a 24-hour tap dancing elephant circus full of children.
Sounds great.
That would annoy me a bit.
On the eating thing, though, I got a lift to a gig in Blackpool once off another comic. I won't name who it is in case it doesn't want to be named. But we were driving, and I put a stick of chewing gum in.
Right.
And about 30 seconds after I put it in, he just pulled onto the hard shoulder of the motorway. He didn't even look at me. He literally, so I'm sat there, and he goes, "You need to wind that window down right now and throw that chewing gum out the window, or I'm going to have to crash this car." And this is the first time I'd met him. And
Wow.
I threw it out, and he was like, "I'm really sorry, but I get bad PTSD." He used to be in the army. He's like,
Right.
"Got misophonia, and it's a trigger for me PTSD. And I'm having to use every fibre of my being to not, like, lose me shit right now." And I had to just
Yeah.
out the window.
Yeah. It was worth it though to share the petrol.
You each Chewie in the army.
Fight or splat. Fight or
I don't think that's what it was, Carl. I think it was a trigger rather than...
it's a fight or flight response
Yeah.
or crash.
Yeah.
It is hard, yeah. It's difficult to deal with.
I honestly, I'd love you to have a meal with my dad.
Really.
In what part of the trauma of my childhood is Sunday roast, listening to my dad put about
Yeah.
like a mouthful, at least 3 mouthfuls in,
Yeah.
to just, and he never ate with his mouth open.
Yeah.
The amount of food he could get in there,
Right.
and the like a washing machine, just the way it moved around. Oh my
Why is that
god!
bothering me? I've never had this before, and your imaginary dad's imaginary roast dinner's doing my head in.
Yeah.
He's
Dad is
a
real.
real dad. Yeah, he wasn't.
It's a real.
I wasn't sat there hallucinating a dad.
I did. He wasn't eating a roast though. He was just giving me birthday presents.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's so sad. Let me just do it.
Very good, Chris.
Yeah, so that's what I put in there.
Are we agreeing?
Oh, We've got to give it him. Yeah.
Joe, genuinely, I was going to fight this until your imaginary dad popped up.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Good. Yes.
Anyone else got one?
I've thought of one.
You got one?
Yeah. Kettles that are unnecessarily loud. It's another volume one.
right.
We're in 2024.
Yeah.
I would
We
also
can-
throw washing machines into this. Washing machines that don't know how to stay in their lane.
That's another one. But kettles, why are they so loud?
I've one of them whistly
What's-
kettles
They're
there.
other, whistle
That's
kettle.
that's fine. That's
Yeah.
part of their job. I'm talking about the electric ones. The electric ones that just go like that.
Yeah.
you
Really
need a kettle,
loud.
Finn.
Your kettle's
Finn,
broken.
genuinely.
You need
to get
that
your kettle.
sounds
That
like
wasn't a good kettle impression.
that sounds like a house might burn down sort of kettle.
I've not worked on it.
Get a smack.
It's a demonic
Joe, it's like
kettle.
a really windy. It's like really windy. The kettle. If we put the kettle on in there, you'll hear it.
Yeah.
It's just really loud.
You've got one of the old-fashioned, put it on the stove and whistles.
Yeah. It's not that old-fashioned, but it's making noise.
It sounds, yeah. What's the benefit of that?
Don't
Why are we
know.
not just using...
It's shit, actually. I need a new kettle. It takes ages. It takes absolutely ages, and it's
I've got a boiling tap now in my kitchen. Don't need
Oh, I'm gonna get that's what I'm thinking of getting one of them.
Best thing I've ever bought.
And you don't even drink hot drinks?
No,
Yeah.
I fill hot water bottles up every day for my girlfriend, and it saves me.
Every day.
She takes one to bed.
Middle
yeah.
of summer.
Oh no, I mean like since we've had it.
I'm having that.
She has hot water bottles every day.
Since we've had it, which is maybe not now. It's coming into spring, but yeah. She
Electric
loves it.
High
blankets
maintenance,
are
isn't she?
good.
She is. You're such a good boyfriend, fiance.
Yeah, she throws it down the stairs as well. So she goes, I'm going to go and wash my face. When girls go to bed 4 hours early, I had to wash the face and brush the hair, and then you go up.
Yeah.
Have you ever, has a girl ever gone to bed and just got in bed with you? Or
Did
they
you
go,
say wash the hair and brush the face?
yeah, they just go and do.
No, there's a lot of maintenance.
But their pre-bed routine is like an hour. I just go upstairs and get undressed and get in bed, me. Maybe brush my teeth,
Brush
obviously.
your
but, like,
teeth. Yeah.
I think all women now have added an extra hour of scrolling. That is
TikTok.
the international
Yeah.
rule of, I need this time of lying down. And she can be like, Laura can be like, I'm so tired. I've got to go to bed. And like, she'll turn everything off.
Yeah, I'm
And then it's
terrible.
like a kid on an iPad, like trying to sneak in, watch it.
but
But she
she'll,
just needs that.
she'll throw the hot water bottle down the stairs and shout chilly, which means fill the hot water bottle up before you come up.
Are you all right, Carl? Is everything okay? You're being bullied by your own
She's
missus.
very high maintenance.
Chili! Like she's a 7-year-old child.
She sounds
You're trying to be stupid.
Is that a
The only
nickname
reason she
for
doesn't
you?
do it with the drink is it's a glass and it'll smash.
Chili, first day, hungry.
Chili make me spicy.
Go,
Chili so hot for me.
bring me up. She's not Chinese.
She sounds special.
She go, bring me up a bottle of water, usually with ice in, and a hot water bottle. She's like,
Agua.
two different. I've only just noticed. Like a thunderstorm in the bed. But yeah, I like maintaining her though, as Chandler once said.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good to maintain. Are we giving him? Can we just buy him? Instead of putting fucking noisy kettles in, should we just buy Finn?
It's a
Should we-
new kettle.
It's
It's
what?
like a relatively new kettle. We only got the kettle like a year ago. That one's not that old.
This must be a
It's
shite
just
kettle.
too
then.
loud. Why are they making any noise? We're in 2024.
I also love
We've
that.
got, what is this?
I also
Not
love
a
that
kettle.
kettles.
I know it's not, but,
There's
it
no
doesn't-
heating element in that.
but why is it making a
I
noise?
love that kettles can't judge when they're boiling. With if they take the top off, they're like, "I'll keep going for 4 days."
Does anyone ever do this? John's about to click. You should put your finger on it and keep it down.
What, so it's extra
So it
boiling.
feels like it's going to explode.
Yeah, never going to go above 100 degrees.
just me. I do that. And I'm like,
1,000 degrees. Chili, chili make a hot tea. No, you're not having it. I'm not. Are we not having it?
I just don't think kettles. Like if you'd said washing machines, I'd be with you.
yeah, they are wild.
it's
And they
just
start
on
going,
the-
"Whoa!"
When a washing machine gets into the final spin, you could be like, you could be having the most like important conversation with a loved one, or get to the best bit of a film, and your washing machine just goes from. Hey!
It goes wild for the spin bit and it jumps up and down. And
Have you ever? We got a washing machine once. We thought it was broken. We bought
why?
it brand new from AO.
I think that's
It's not
broken.
broken. I'll take it.
£300.
we fitted it like connected it all up. I'm shit at stuff like this, and put the first wash on. And I've never seen. It was like it was on a sitcom. It was it
it
was
warm
rattling
across
and
the
shaking.
kitchen?
Yeah.
It was all over the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out you've got to loosen the big lump of concrete at the bottom of
Oh,
the
yeah.
washing
Yeah, the
machine.
nuts, take those little nuts off.
Yeah. Didn't know that. Never fitted a washing machine before. Nearly did
Can't even
structural damage to the kitchen. It was fucking immense.
Yeah.
And we didn't just do one washing up. That's broken. We were like, Maybe that's just the first one when it needs to loosen up. 3 or 4 washes.
The washing machine's just getting used to the kitchen.
It was unreal. And then someone went, yeah, have you loosened off the... Do you know there's concrete
Yeah.
in the... What?
To stop you jumping around the kitchen.
100%. Never knew that.
I've never heard of this before.
It's like the Tom Wrigglesworth bit about opening a dishwasher mid-wash. You just expect like half an ocean to just pour out. Yeah. But actually, it's just splashing water around in there. I never knew concrete was at the bottom of a washing machine.
Yeah. The first time I ever thought about how dishwashers work was when I realised how dishwashers work. Because in my head, like, there's like almost like borrowers who live in there and they go in and they like scrub your cups and that. Because when I took a cup out, it still had like a mark on it and I was like, how's this not worked in the dishwasher? And you realise the water's just not sprayed to that exact bit of it. And
you were like knocking in there going, work harder. Oh, shit. Finn, you're not having it?
Loud kettles.
We're getting you a new kettle.
No, I just think people need to be focused more on technology.
No, you've got a Welsh kettle.
Technology.
Can I throw in room 101? This is for room 102. You're absolutely right. Getting numbers wrong. Can I throw in payment on account if you're self-employed? I know this isn't for everyone because you live a PAYE existence where just someone acts like your fucking parents and goes, yes, this is the tax. We'll take it off you so you can't spend it, and that's what you owe. And I know that can be a pain because your pay gets fucking cut to bits. But when you're self-employed, you have to do all of that yourself, which I don't mind. You know, you're getting paid. You can put a bit aside. And when you don't, you can just panic in the last 2 months when you owe it or just tell your accountant to work magic. But the payment on account is the biggest load of bullshit ever. It's where the government go, hey, you know you owe us 10 grand of tax.
Yeah.
Listen, even though you don't owe it, could you give us 5 grand of next year's tax bill now?
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
That's what you're... Yeah.
I
Twice?
hate that.
And
Twice? That's what again in July?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some more.
Yeah.
So mine
Just in case you die next year. We
just
want
in
the
case
fucking
you
tax.
fuck it up.
Yeah.
And then if you don't pay that on time, even though
Yeah.
you've paid your tax bill, you get a letter going, hey, you owe us that money.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't paid that. And you're like, I don't owe you a fucking thing. You're making up tax that I owe.
That's
winds me
fucking-
up. I hate it.
Yeah.
Can it go in room 102?
I mean, as a
That is-
self-employed guy, yes.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God, thank you very much. Also, water rates can fuck. I know this is dad whinging. Just water rates piss me off.
Energy bills?
I just got my... energy, I don't mind because I don't know how to make electricity. But I do
how to make
know...
water.
No, but you can just catch the rain. I don't know why it costs £500
Yeah.
a quarter.
Go and do that then.
No, I understand that, but I don't understand. I understand I have to pay water rates, but why are they so fucking
No,
expensive?
but water's quantifiable. You can see how much you use. You can't see how much electricity you use. Doesn't matter. They could make it up, and I can't argue. If you
Yeah.
pour the taps, you've done loads of it. You can not run the bath and the taps, and I'm not paying nothing. Electricity, you pay even if you don't use the house. So the house is just being used.
Oh, the standing rate.
Yeah, you pay for nothing. I was on holiday. Yeah, we had to pay because the fridge was plugged in.
Yeah, my mate Matt
Yeah.
has got a smart meter for the first time. Just moved house.
No.
I got like an 8-minute voice note with him for the first time. He's never had a smart meter. Smart meter is the worst thing that ever happened
Yeah,
for
we had
dad's
one of
mental
them.
health.
They're horrible.
Mine is in a cupboard facing
Yeah.
a wall. I can't
Yeah.
Mine's
see
unplugged.
it. I can't see it.
I know how much a kettle, like a boiling kettle.
Kettle's one of the worst
It's a fucking
culprits of
toilet.
it.
Too
Why'd
much,
you-
it should be less time because it's too loud. But, you know.
Seneca gets a bath and it's 14 quid and I can see it. I don't want to know.
Yeah, because I don't want to be the dad who's like, turn everything off. It's February, it's cold. No, look, the meter says we're in red. No, can't do it. I hate all of that stuff. I know you've got to pay it, but water feels expensive considering it just falls from the sky.
Yeah. They tried to bring in water rates in Ireland, actually, and didn't succeed. They put in all water meters and everything everywhere. And then they were just massive protests, and they were like, fuck that, we're not paying for that. This is about 7 or 8 years ago. And they just said, okay. And they had to go around and take loads of meters out and everything.
So you don't pay for water?
No, there's no water rates in Ireland.
That's so cool.
Because we were just like, no, thanks, you're fine. It was mainly like, it was really badass old ladies and stuff that were just stopping people from putting them in and everything. And any of the lads, the engineers that came to put in meters, they were just giving them grief and all that. And they protested to the point where they were just like, okay, fuck it.
Wow.
And they'd spent a lot of money on putting in water meters and stuff, and then the water charges never came through. So
Love
it was
Ireland.
class.
So
It's
jealous.
so cool.
100%, yeah.
We just have to bend over, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah. I think that tax thing though really does my head in the paying the following year. That is one that
But you
Is that
can't.
in Ireland as well?
Yeah, it's a preliminary year. And when I moved back to Ireland first, I was gigging. I had to go back to work as a Sparks actually, right? So I went back working. There was no gigs.
Oh, you're Sparky.
Yeah, I went for 2 years.
Hang on,
full-time.
is that what you did before you did
Yeah,
stand-up?
12
All right,
years
cool.
for fucking
Right.
12 years beforehand. So I went back working as a Sparks. I had dreams when I was moving back to Ireland because I was in the middle of a big tour and then COVID hit and I moved back. And obviously all of the gigs went. I ended up moving into my childhood bedroom with my wife and kids. A very different dream altogether, you know. And got work as a Sparks again. Went back to work for about 2 years, but I'd used all my tax credits as a Sparks, you know. And then I started working as a comedian again for the first time. And so I was in the high tax bracket, which is like 40%. And then I got stung with the preliminary year, I think they call it there.
Yeah.
Which is another 40%, but I had nothing to offset it from the year before. So I got my tax bill for my comedy and it was like 80% plus PRSI or whatever. So it was like my tax bill was like, I think it was like 104% or something. No, I swear to God. I was like, this can't be fucking possible.
Are you out of your childhood bedroom?
Yeah,
all right,
I
good,
had to go
good.
back to work, man. I had to go back onto a building site, 12 years off it, go back, and it's terrifying. Most terrifying thing I've ever done. More terrifying than any gig I've ever done, ever.
So a good mate of mine of ours, Steve Shanyaski,
Yeah, he went back and trained up, didn't he?
trained up and was
Yeah.
he's just such a like he's always been a smart guy and he's
Yeah.
always like COVID hit and he was like, what, so I've not got a job. Where the rest of us like, right, we need to podcast more.
Yeah.
And like most of the comedy industry just had a collective panic attack. Shanna's just went, nah, this is not how I'm
Yeah.
gonna do. Because in his head he was like, cool, this could happen again and I'm not gonna let it happen.
Yeah.
Trained as a spark and he's still doing it, he's loving it.
Yeah.
Is he not back to comedy?
He's doing comedy, but now he just gets to choose what he wants. He doesn't have to do the road gigs if he doesn't want. So he's been at my gig in Chester. I've gigged with him somewhere else, still smashes it, but he's now got a kid and he's just got a balance that I'm speaking for him, but from what I understand, he's like, yeah, this is solid. I like it.
That-
and it's
yeah.
good pay in it. Cause
I had that balance for a while, but then it just the gigs started getting busier and the job started getting busier. But yeah, it's terrifying, man. When you haven't done something in
imagine
12 years
the damage
and you're
I'd
going
do.
back to it, and you're like, fuck, I need to know everything, you know?
imagine if I just turned around and went, I'm going to be a Sparky, yeah. COVID. That'd be nice. Once I learn how to get the concrete loosened out of a washing machine, I'm perfect.
That's the
for
first
I
that.
went back. I was wondering would anybody recognise me and everything, and luckily I hadn't that much of a profile anyway. But then I was going in to do my safe pass. You know your safe pass? It's like it's something else here now, but you have to have your card to go on the building site.
CSCS card.
It's like an 8-hour course about safety. And the guy that was doing the safe pass, this was when comedy was gone, never ever coming back, fucking recognised me. Chris Kent, and he was like, he asked me for a selfie. I think it was one of the first selfies I've ever been asked for. And it was the saddest selfie of all time.
Might be the last.
2 meters we had to stay apart as well. And someone else had to take it. And I was like, I'm about to do a safe pass here and go back to work, you know. But it was genuine. I know what he's talking about though, because that safety net of money in your bank every Friday, the tax has already come out. It's amazing.
I used to get paid in a brown paper packet, like not to do the
Cash.
cash.
Yeah.
You worked the bar, and it was Friday, and at the end of the shift, they were like, "Here you are," and you were like,
Love that.
"Woo-hoo!"
Cash
Already
is-
pissed because I've been stealing alcohol.
That's how we got paid in Zelix, wasn't it?
It was
Absolutely, yeah.
fucking quality.
And
Best
you get your
thing ever.
tips in one as well. You go back 2 weeks later and get a big fucking thing of tips in a brown packet.
Where did you get that? Was that in a what
I
job was
worked
that?
bars. I never when we
Cash. It's
just
amazing.
didn't get it. When we got to that age, as soon as I could work in a bar, I had mates working at shops and having to get up at like 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I was like, "You're fucking idiots." I just loved working bars. It was so much fun.
Nice.
Shall we call that a pod, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Go and see Chris do stand up. He is fucking superb, and give him a
But
follow.
not on the 18th of
Not
May.
on the
Don't come to
May.
that one. Anyone that is coming, get a refund and go.
Where can we find you online on your socials, Chris? Because your Instagram's fucking brilliant.
At Chris Ken Comic, on all of them, I think.
Yeah, man.
I think so. Yeah, at Chris Ken Comic.
Class.
That's a pod, isn't it?
Finn,
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
go on.
We've got a tune pod.
Yeah, my song Dead Time is out now.
Oh no, let's not do this. We've been milking this. Go on, let's do it.
You putting your song at the end?
Yes.
Listen to
Is this yours?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Quality.
I've heard it. I like it.
Finn's been
A bit more
editing.
enthusiasm would fucking help.
Finn's been
I've heard
editing
it, yeah.
the last 2 episodes, and he's been doing loads today. I am so excited for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm not joking. We
Okay.
love your music.
Okay.
We're all big
It's
fans.
just an air of,
No.
No,
How
no,
was
no.
your gig when we missed it? We were away.
We tried to fly home that night, but the flight was full.
How was it?
It was good, yeah. It was good.
I had great
Sound
things.
City was good, yeah. I saw a lot of people as well. Right.
Finn, we love it. It's great.
Yeah? Okay, right. It's my song Dead Time. I'm putting it on the video this week as well.
Whoa!
So you can watch the lyric video for it. Go and stream it. It really helped me out. I'm very proud of this one. I'd like to do more music, and the only way to do that is by...
Get Finn in the
funding it.
top 40. That can't be hard, surely.
It is quite hard, but if you
I
want to
think
do
we've
that...
proved
that'd
it.
be
Is
great.
it?
It's pretty odd.
Like this time of the year, top 40 can't be too hard.
You've got to... It's got to be sales, yeah. You've got to actually
Yeah,
buy
go
it.
and buy it. Where can you buy it? Can you buy it?
Yeah, anywhere.
Right,
Anywhere.
go and buy it
Amazon,
on Amazon.
iTunes.
Get Finn
wherever
in the
you
top
want.
40. If
That'd
Finn
be
gets in the
great.
top 40, he said he'll do the next podcast. Bolloco.
Would you?
If I get top 40...
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Bolloco.
Bollock. Can
No,
I have a
in-
sock
in the-
covering
You
it?
can have a sock.
On
In
your
the-
foot.
In the,
I will, if you get me top 40, I'll just do it.
Yeah,
in a
nice,
I'll
nice.
have a sock covering.
There
my
you go.
dignity.
Get Finn top 40 and he'll do a podcast naked. If you fancy him, go and buy loads.
Do it.
That'd be 10.
This is my single Dead Time. It's available everywhere. Please go and stream it. Really help me out.
well
Appreciate
done,
it.
Finn. Thank you, Chris.
Finlay.
Appreciate you.
Thank
Cheers,
you very
mate.
much.
See you.
Thanks for having me.
Another day, another time. Close my eyes and I see light. Another day, another life. Like the rain is dripping by. Take me, take me, take me. I don't know which way to go. Oh, if you make me, I'll leave this mind on hold. Don't worry about today. Tomorrow take the blame. But don't worry about today. You won't remember how it feels anyway. Leave me, leave me, leave me. I'll find my way home. Oh, if you need me, need me, need me. All you gotta do is make yourself